If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion, you know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I'm gonna always tell Tank, do what the fuck you wanna do.
Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jake, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be discussing the Lamont Roach versus Williams Zepeda fight. It's fight night eve, y'all. The fight is happening tomorrow, and a couple of other things that's been going down. Now, it gets crazy when you have a whole show planned, and then right before your show, some big news event happens and everybody all in the uproar. And of course, all of you know what that is by now. Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, has ducked Devin Haney, the dream turned into a nightmare Davis. But we're going to talk about that a little later. I'm going to get a ladies' time to pull up. For those of you that are new here, this is ladies' night, where we have an all-women's panel. All the ladies come up and talk boxing. Ladies, feel free to click the link and come up and get on the panel. You don't got to worry about arguing with the men. You ain't got to worry about the men doing none of that. So just click the link, come on up, and we're going to talk boxing. We're going to talk boxing. Let me get this off of here real quick. We're just going to run through a few light topics before we let the ladies pull up. Just a few light topics. Let me get this off my screen. There we go. There we go. Yo. So, I mean, it's been a lot going on. We're going to talk about the Ali Act changes. They have made some changes to the Ali Act. And this is what I think is crazy about the fact that they've made changes to the Ali Act. It's like the Congress is not letting some of these things pass within the Ali Act, because we were telling y'all, or at least I know I was telling people, how ridiculous some of this stuff was that was in this Ali Act. And it was funny because the fans just kept kind of like, oh yeah, they was all happy for it. And I'm like, so y'all don't see no problem with nothing in this Ali Act. And so it goes to the Senate. I believe it's the Senate. It goes to the Senate, and now they're pulling out things out of the Ali Act that just is like, why is this in here? But what I'm realizing, which is crazy, is this is politics. This is the game that we're playing. Has anybody ever thought that the reason why they put all that crazy stuff in the Ali Act in the first place is so that when it became time to negotiate, they would be like, oh, we could take this out. Oh, we could take this out. Oh, we could take that out. Knowing that it was ridiculous for it to be in there in the first place anyway, but it looks like you're actually compromising. When, like, think about it. They said that each sanctioning body, basically they tried to tell the sanctioning bodies what they can do and how many belts they can have. They had that in the Ali Act. And I was asking, how are they, the Ali Act or whatever they trying to do should only be worried about what Zuffa got going on? How is Zuffa going to try to come in and dictate through legislation what the sanctioning body's going to do? Like, they just got here. Those belts are how old? These sanctioning bodies have been in place for how long? How you just going to come here and dictate to the sanctioning bodies what they going to be doing? You like, that didn't make any sense. But we're going to throw that in there. So when it's time and they can be like, okay, this bill ain't going to pass as is, what can we do? Or where's the compromise? And they'll be like, you know what? Take out that sanctioning body bill stuff. We don't need that in there. Take that out. Yeah, take that out. No, yeah, we could do without that. We'll take that out. When you already knew it was some BS in the first place, well, nobody about to let you get away with that. But we're going to discuss that. I'm waiting for the for the ladies to get here because it's an interesting topic. It's an interesting topic. All right, let's get started here. So I found this message. In my inbox. Let me screenshot it. And I thought that it was kind of crazy. I think y'all gonna find it kind of funny, but I want y'all to see it. And for some reason, I had messages in my inbox that I didn't know was there. So that's why I'm just not seeing this because I'm old. So I don't know how to use Twitter and all this other crazy stuff. But hold on, y'all. Let me show you this. But somebody sent me this. I didn't want to show their name. But it says, I wanted to apologize personally for the Clarissa slander, that she ain't a seller and she write recycled opponents. Last night showed me how much of a star she is and why she is in the position she is in her boxing. And her boxing is impeccable. And I'm a fan now for real. 100. Shout out to the newly converted Clarissa Shields fans. I just wanted to show y'all that because I thought that was hilarious because I'm like, why is he apologizing to me? why is he apologizing to me? You need to go apologize for Clarissa for the Clarissa Shields slander, not me. All right, back to the regular schedule program. Let me see what I'm trying to find, y'all. All right, here we go. We're gonna get to the Keyshawn because it's in hindsight, right? It's some things we're gonna have to look back on. In hindsight, it's some things we're gonna have to look back on. You know, I'm gonna talk for about 30, maybe 45, so we'll get a time for the ladies to pull up. And then we're gonna start looking back because I've been telling y'all this is giving theatrics. People been funny memes all day. Why is Bill popping his collar like Devin ain't got no rhythm? Devin ain't got no rhythm. Look who they partying with. It say another fighter at Keyshawn Davis now just ducked at real Devin Haney is safe. It's safe to say now DHP is the future of American boxing and Bill Haney is a genius. Why is Bill Haney a genius? Why is Bill Haney a genius? Because Keyshawn ducked him. Let me see what I want to talk to y'all about first. I wanted to show y'all this from Andre Ward and what he had to say about Earl the True Spence Jr. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the way Andre Ward acted before that Spence fight, like he just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I just be like, don't say nothing about Spence, bro. But this is what I want y'all to hear, right? I want y'all to hear this from Jamel Lyons Only Charlo. I guess my transitions a little bit more smoother. Why is this not working? Here we go. Let's see what Jamel Lyons Only had to say.
you know, one day Cliff Shill's gonna beat the shit out of somebody, one of the boys for the belt. She gonna fight. She gonna fight. A boy gonna fight the girl. Like God, at this point, we don't know what's gonna happen with boxing. Clarissa Shields gonna be in men's boxing soon. So if you was to tell me she was gonna get ready for somebody, I would be like, hey, shit, I told y'all. At the end of the day, she could beat some of these dudes' ass. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. But if you put Jamal Charlo in there with whoever y'all want to put me in there with, I'm telling you, you gonna laugh later because y'all gonna be like, damn, he said this. You know what I mean? I ain't real.
Yeah. By the way, in your training camp, who you got up in there? Vito, Malnicki,
Man, we
right?
got Vito. Yeah, Malnicki, man. Super good, super kid, super dude. Love his dad, love his family. We got Andreas from Greece.
Okay. Nito, is he in there? Is he in there?
Nito. Yeah. Me, Earl. We had
Norman. Norman
Jr. was doing good.
Yeah.
All right, Vito. All right, well, they asking me about you right now, Vito. Yeah, Brian Custer. Yeah, he said, "What's up?"
Yeah, tell him, put him on real quick. Tell him,
hey, come here real quick, bro.
Yeah, put him on. This is what we do on the Last Stand Live. We
that's all right. This is just random. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling his dad, I didn't set this up. You getting it free with it. You know, tell him what's up, man.
Vito!
Hey,
How you doing, Vito?
Hey, I'm good. Just getting done. About to go home, hydrate up. It's hot out here.
I'm trying to tell him it ain't stop getting hot in Texas.
Yeah.
Vito, when you fighting again? Well, you coming? Are you fighting?
Man, them boys get down here. That Texas heat be killing them. Let me tell y'all how hot it is. Okay? When I wake up in the morning, because I walk every day, right? So I got to do my walk before like 9 o'clock in the morning, or else I'm going to be walking in heat. It'll be like heat advisory. Feels like 112. It'll be 90 degrees. But when you go outside, the humidity is so high that it feels like it's 112 degrees outside. It's like, even if you walk outside at night, it's like you walk, it's like you walk into a sauna. You in the heat is just, it's so compact. It feels like it's suffocating you. The heat is insane out here. The heat is insane out here. Seriously. It's insane. And these people, they coming from, y'all, I don't know where y'all coming from, but y'all better be ready for that Texas heat. You heard what Shakur said after he sparred with Shot. What Shakur said, oh man, it was hot. And I took my son to Main Street to go spar. And guess what? The gym is it's a 2-story gym. The boxing ring is upstairs. And y'all know heat rises to the top. So it's even hotter up there. And I'm like, whose idea was this? Why did y'all put the boxing ring upstairs? Heat rises. So it's like, it's hot. It's smelly. Listen, I love boxing. I cannot stand the way the boxing gym smells. It's kind of like how every like sport got like a stench. Like it's like when you walk in a gym and you smell that like lacquer. I don't know what that hardwood smell is. You know what I'm saying? You walk on a track, you smell like that grass, the allergies smell like allergies. That's what it smells. That's what track. When I go to a track meet, that's what I think. It smells like allergies. You got that allergy smell, right? But it's hot in Texas. Anthony Joshua couldn't make it out here. It was hot. You know what I'm saying? It's hot in Texas. Like, y'all can't come out here playing. And Earl Spence was out here working out in this heat, going hella hard every single practice, every single day. How you just now learning that you don't need to go 100% every single practice, Earl? I don't be knowing, like, some of these trainers, some of these coaches, I be wondering, like where did you get your education from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where did you do you learn the body? Do you study muscle? Like, do these trainers try to up their game and learn and do different things? I'm just curious.
Fighting here in Jersey?
Yeah, here Jersey. I'm fighting September 4th. TNT DAZN.
Hopefully, I get my fight before then, so I can go ahead and go to that fight because I'm gonna be in Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because we in Jersey. Who you fighting? Who you fighting, Vito?
Emma Williams.
Oh, you Vito Melnicki versus Ammo Williams. Vito, what y'all think about that fight? Vito Mel, let me see if I can picture it in my head. I'm gonna have to watch some film. Vito Melnicki versus Ammo Williams. Okay.
Great fight.
That's a good fight.
Sir.
Great fight.
We're gonna show the world what time it is, baby.
Vito, when will we see you as a world champion?
Man, I'm hoping this year. This is one of those fights I feel like that, puts me right in line for a world title once I handle business.
And when he go up to 68, I'm gonna go to 75.
That's it.
Okay.
And then we take over.
Thank you, Vito.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Jamal. I was giving him a hard time about this little interview. I don't know why they was doing Jamal like that. So after he said that, I posted this on Clarissa Shields' page because I've shown y'all this before. This picture, it got Earl Spence, Mikey Garcia, Keith Thurman, Gary Antoine, AB, Wilder, Tank, Jed Hurd, all the big names from that time, right? And who is right here? Clarissa Shields. She's the only female on this poster. This is in the Charlo gym. She's the only female on this poster. This is in the Charlo's gym. And I'm not saying like, oh, Jamel Charlo really thinks she can go in there and beat up the men. No, they have a very profound respect for her. Clearly. She's the only female on this poster, y'all. Like, I wish I could zoom in on it. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. And how I make it bigger? Man, that's as close as I could get to it. But this is her right here. I don't see Amanda Serrano on here, though. Y'all see Amanda? Anybody see Amanda Serrano on this poster? Let me see. No, no Amanda. Katie Taylor? Katie, you up there, Katie? No, I don't see no Katie Taylor. It's just Clarissa. I'm just saying. All right, let's go back. Hold on, I got a message. Paid in full. Put in his request to co-host tonight. All right. Where you at? He ain't even here yet. How you gonna ask the co-host and be late, Paid? All right, let me see. Let me find out what else we're gonna be looking at. We gotta look back on some stuff with this Devin Haney situation. I don't know, man. It just seemed too scripted for me, right? It just seemed to kind of work out how they wanted it to work out. Like, you already knew what was going to happen after you went through all of this and didn't take the fight. Like, I don't understand. So this is what I wanted to show y'all too. This is what we mean right here, right? This is a representative of the zone. This is a representative of the zone. He says, a landmark moment for boxing. proud to welcome Teofimo Lopez to the Zone on an exclusive multi-fight agreement, a groundbreaking partnership between athlete and broadcaster with no promoter involved. Teofimo is a generational talent, and this partnership creates exciting new opportunities for the biggest fights in the sport. The takeover starts now. Congratulations to Teofimo Lopez. Now, my first question is, and I asked him, I said, when are we, matter of fact, I said, when will you announce the Devin Haney signing? I asked him, when are y'all going to announce the Devin Haney signing? That's the first question that popped into my mind when I read this post. And the second question that popped into my mind when I read this post is the fact that they said it's a groundbreaking partnership between athlete and broadcaster with no promoter involved. Y'all remember what I said about the Zuffa Island and the continent and the promoters kind of losing profits with the networks telling the promoters what to do and what kind of fights to make. So now not only can the network tell the promoters what to do and what type of fights to make, they can steal their fighters. So the promoter get the fighter, build up the fighter, boom, the Zone steal them. Now, there are some things that have been switching or that will have to switch, we'll see after all this Ali Act stuff is over, that may change my Zuffa map. Y'all remember my Zuffa map? We had the Zone continent and then we had the Zuffa Island. It may be some things changing with that. We're going to talk about that later. It may be some things changing with that. We're going to discuss that later. But this is what I was talking about when I was referring to all promoters being under one umbrella. How that may not necessarily be the best thing. And competition is always good for the market. But there does need to be a balance between the networks and different deals and them being able to cross and make fights. Because Steven Espinoza talks about it in this video. Let me pull it up and find it for y'all. Steven Espinoza. I can't be on here too late with y'all tonight because I gotta wake up early. My son has a tournament this weekend. And I think Steven Espinoza kind of debunks some of the things we've been hearing over the years. I want y'all to take a look at this video. Now, even though I'm about to play this video and show him debunking the things over the years, you're still going to have people that's going to continuously say what they've been saying, no matter what facts you show.
Like if I was exclusive only to PBC, I never would have been able to work with Boots and bring him up the way we did. One of the things that I don't think was great for the sport is when all of a sudden networks started doing exclusive deals with promoters.
Absolutely.
So
well, you was part of that though.
Well, so okay, I'll get to that.
Look, here you go. But you was part of that though. Listen, he about to break it down.
Fair point. It limits what you can do as a network.
Yes.
Like it's sort of like
right.
You only have one source if you're in that contract.
Right.
Two, it limits what fights can be made because all of a sudden you're like,
that's number one for us.
This is an HBO guy and this is a Fox guy or HBO and Showtime. To a certain extent, that's existed for a long time, but not to the extent where you had entire promotional stables committed one way or the other.
Got you.
But I think another way where people don't realize how much it hurt the sport is that a lot of these networks did this as a way to not have to deal with the messiness of the sport. It's sort of a game of musical chairs. It's sort of like, okay, HBO grabbed Golden Boy. DAZN grabbed Matchroom. So and so. So it's sort of like, okay, we're out there. Obviously our primary relationship was PBC.
So for those of you that's not understanding what Steven Espinoza is saying, he's saying that they didn't necessarily have exclusive contracts, which is why you will see PBC fighters going to fight other places, contrary to popular belief. But the places like Top Rank and Golden Boy and all those places like that, they had the exclusive contracts, which is why Lomachenko could not fight Tank Davis. Are y'all not commenting in the chat, or is my thing frozen? Let me pull it up. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like and subscribe button. I know everybody probably just want to talk about Devin and Keyshawn. I got a whole show planned. We gonna go through the show. Hold on, y'all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Man, this thing ain't changed my thumbnail. Hold on. I don't want this thumbnail. This thing ain't changed my thumbnail. All right. So here we go.
Right.
PBC was never contractually exclusive to us or vice versa.
But what about a handshake? Was there promises that were made that weren't kept by Al?
No, there was an understanding. Like,
here we go, trying to attack Al. I don't understand these people.
Like we were their primary and they were our primary.
Okay.
But, by the same token, I wanted to maintain some flexibility to develop guys like Boots. Like if I was exclusive only to PBC, I never would have been able to work with Boots and bring him up the way we did.
So he wasn't an Al Heyman guy.
He was never a PBC Al Heyman guy.
Now they sitting there looking silly because Boots was never with PBC. And we kept telling y'all Boots is not with PBC. He's with Showtime. That's the difference. Look, everybody coming in here talking about Keyshawn. Keyshawn.
That was somebody who we developed through Showbox.
I'm waiting on the ladies to get up here, y'all. Then we're going to start the topics of the night.
And got to a certain level.
Wow.
And wouldn't have had that opportunity. I signed Anthony Joshua. I think he was 11-0 or 12-0.
Yes, he was. Yep.
I went over, chased him down, met with Eddie, and signed him. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was exclusive to PBC. Clarissa Shields.
Yes.
We did 5 or 6 fights with Clarissa. So, yes, the bulk of our stuff with PBC, but we retained flexibility and I used it where it was appropriate.
There you have it. Can we please stop saying that PBC only wanted to make in-house fights? Steven Espinoza just debunked that. I think I need to download that and save it for the archives. So every time somebody come in here saying that, I could just play the video. They had the flexibility. It was the other people that had the exclusive contracts with the networks. Not Steven Espinoza and PBC. He just said this was where we did the most and the bulk of our fights. That's why Lomachenko couldn't fight Gervonta Tank Davis. He had an exclusive contract with ESPN. Simple. Do y'all care about Jake Paul and the PFL? I'm gonna play a little clip about it because he's taking shots at Dana White. So I'm gonna play it. So apparently the MVP and the PFL have joined together. They're gonna bring together MMA and boxing, and I don't know if they're trying to steal Dana White's business model or what he had planned for TKO. But Dana White not looking too hot right now, y'all. Dana White not looking too hot right now. Why the hell is it doing this? Copy. Okay. What? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, it's coming, it's coming. So yeah, Dana White, I don't know. It's looking like they may have to change their whole business model. So when things change, I don't want people to be like, I told y'all they was gonna be able to. No, they weren't able to. They had to make changes. They were forced to make these changes. Keep that in mind also, that they are being forced to make these changes. They're not doing it willingly. I really didn't know why they thought they was gonna be able to come in here and then dictate to the sanctioning bodies what they was gonna do. I always thought that was the same. But let's take a look at what Jake Paul had to say.
Dana White. Good morning, buddy. Wake up. It wasn't a nightmare. It's real. We continue to haunt this man 24/7. But forget about him, because this is about us. And this is about you potentially watching this, the fighter.
We got Jupe in the building. Let me drop the link. This is for Jupe and the homie Paid, who gonna co-host with us tonight. Listen, if you want to co-host, make sure you are a member of the channel and hit me up on X to let me know you want to co-host on a ladies' night. Make sure you're a member to the channel. Juke, there go the link. If you follow, if you on Kick, there go the link. For those of you that don't know, I have started a Kick stream. Y'all remember we was talking about the streaming idea? It did not go away. I just had to try to figure out another way to do it. So eventually I will start streaming, quote unquote IRL streaming, I guess you call it, on Kick. But for right now, I'm just trying to get my subs up or followers or whatever they called over there. So if you got Kick, if you don't got Kick, go follow my Kick. I don't know how to drop the link or none of that yet. This is my first day ever doing it. So when I figure all that out, I'll do it. If you know how to find me, go look me up, 2CENTS Boxing. All right, here we go.
At home listening, because MVP just merged with PFL. We just created the first of its kind combat sports league that combines boxing and MMA together. Over the past few years at MVP, we've proven that we can do the biggest fights in the world, bar none. Paul Tyson, Serrano Taylor, Rousey Carano. In our first MMA event, we had 9 million viewers watching in the United States, compared to the UFC's 7 million at the White House card. And they've been doing this for 30 years. Now we added PFL, who has a world-class roster of hundreds of MMA fighters, and some of which are the best in the world. The UFC will no longer be the place where people judge fighters as to who the best in the world is. And together, it only strengthens our mission to put fighters first. The news is so big, we had to go ring the NASDAQ bell, people.
The Wall Street Journal said that we want to pick a fight with the UFC. Wall Street Journal, we don't just want to pick a fight, we want to win the fight. Thank you.
We even partnered with a longtime enemy, Eddie Hearn. Yes, we're holding hands now, taking over, continuing to do business together. We signed Sky Nicholson to MVP, and this just goes to show the type of partnerships and things we will be doing moving forward, changing the game. The UFC has done great for shaping MMA, but the fighters are oftentimes left underpaid and put on a shelf if they don't obey the company's rules. Just look at Tom Aspinall, for example. John Jones, who should have fought on the UFC White House card. It has always been our...
Jupe in the building. What up, Jupe? You know I gotta hit it with a pause. What's up, Jupe?
What up? What up? Hey, 2CENTS.
Look good. All right.
This is news to me. Wow.
Yeah, you heard it here first on Ladies Night.
This is my first time hearing it. I always get my info from Ladies Night. You're right, because I did not know.
Ladies Night to get you right. Okay, Jupe.
Ladies Night get you right.
Ladies Night get you right. Y'all ain't know Jupe had bars too. Hey, we're gonna have to get frequent to put you on one of them remixes, Jupe.
You so silly.
That
is
all right,
crazy.
let's finish it. You know, I think it's funny. He said, "That's right, we're holding hands."
That's so funny. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a shot at Turkey.
I don't. A lot of people don't like Jake Paul. Me, I don't know Jake Paul, right? I really don't. But his business acumen, like I didn't watch him on YouTube or nothing like that. I didn't watch him until he came into boxing. But his business acumen. Now I don't know if it's his business acumen or people behind him, but you get what I'm trying to say. From what I know, I like the moves and stuff that he's making. And to me, it sounds like he's doing what Turkey, the illusion Turkey and them created that they were doing. Jake Paul is really doing that. You get what I'm saying? Without changing legislation and all this other fugazi stuff they got going on.
Yeah, so like the way I see Jake Paul, I'm not gonna lie, I don't particularly like Jake Paul, but I think I'm able to compartmentalize things, right? Like I can dislike you and then be honest. I don't like Jake Paul for a myriad of reasons. Because I didn't really know him. I didn't watch him before. I knew he was like, it took me a while to really understand who Jake Paul was. Like, who is this guy, right? Because I didn't watch any of his, whatever it is he was famous for before, I didn't know nothing about him. So my thing has been some of the racial undertones. But I think that's what some promoters do. They use the whole racial undertone thing, and I think he relies on it a bit too much. I know he's very pro, that guy. So that's just my thing. Would I lie and say I don't think he's a good promoter? I do. I think he's a good promoter. I think he has done some good things. That's like I say, I don't have to particularly like be in love with Turkey to admit that, okay, he has some pretty good cards. Like I can separate my feelings about someone or my opinions from like what their record shows. I think Jake Paul, I think he's been really good for women's boxing. I think he's really helped put it on. He's done his thing. I think and I think he really does care about like growing the American market. And what I do notice a difference in how he's teaming up with PFL. He's teaming up with PFL, but he's not like he's trying to compete directly. Like he's not coming out here like, oh, screw the UFC, but at the same time, I need all UFC fighters, right? Can some go over to him if they're disgruntled? Absolutely. But he's not relying on, like he went with the PFL.
On stealing them. He's not relying on poaching.
Right. He's not going to be fully relying on poaching. Because that's why he went to the people who already had the roster, right? And said, let me work with y'all. Let me get down with y'all. Okay, that's very different to what Dana White's doing, which is coming in disrespecting the sport altogether, right? And at least I will give him this credit. He got in there and actually tried to fight. Like a lot of these guys can talk all that mess, but like he got in there and got knocked on his butt, he took losses, so he's backing up the stuff. Like Dana White don't go in there and put himself at risk. So I can at least give him that. So I'm not in love with this man. Like I don't really like him, but I give credit where it's due.
Right. Okay, let's finish it.
Mission at MVP to put fighters first and to put them on the biggest platforms in the world. And we have proven time and time again that we can do that. The problem has been that the fighters want to be as famous and as well known and build their brand.
This is such a great sales pitch. I don't know who wrote this for him, but it's very well done.
As big as possible. But there was really only one place to go and do that in the sport of MMA. But sincerely, with this partnership with MVP and PFL, we have seriously changed the game. all hype and jokes aside, this has been our mission from the start. It's finally coming to fruition, and it couldn't have been possible without the fans at home, without Nikisa, without John Martin, the folks at PFL believing in our mission as well. And for the fans, this is massive for you as well, because we will never stray away from creating the biggest fights that fans want to see. There's clearly been a massive shift in combat sports over the last couple of years, and this puts us at the forefront of that shift as we continue to make change, taking women's boxing and putting it into MVPW, partnering with ESPN, Sky Sports, Netflix, giving these women the opportunities of a lifetime that they absolutely deserve, to again allowing fighters like Francis Ngannou and Nate Diaz another place to go where they can make even more money and get even more viewers.
He didn't poach their fighters, Juke. He took all the ones that was disgruntled, that was big names, that Dana fucked over and treated like they was nothing, like, because you thinking they not gonna ever have nowhere else to go. So this is the thing.
And it's so funny, right?
Well, let me say this. Anytime there's a market, right, of underserved, right, or disgruntled, or whatever word you want to use, and then you come in there with the opposite marketing strategy of serving those people, then you got a whole market that you can service that nobody even been paying attention to. So you got all these disgruntled UFC people. You got people that don't want to go to the UFC because they're not paying, and now they have another option, and they ran right on over there and got big paydays.
Yeah, and I think it's almost like fitting, right? Because Dana White, for years, like I remember, like let's rewind like 6-7 years ago. Dana White did nothing but trash boxing about how terrible boxing was. MMA is better than boxing, and that's when he came into the sport. I receive it differently, right? Because all he did was trash the sport and use and like it's not that it's like one thing to elevate MMA because you love MMA, but he couldn't do it without trashing boxing. He even did it during the buildup of Canelo versus Bud. Like he always disrespected boxing and saw them as like an outlier. He always tried to compete with boxing even though he would lose. He always did it. And so now you're coming into boxing saying, I'm going to compete with you and take all your fighters. It's going to be easy as taking candy from a baby. Well, now you got somebody who hasn't named himself, who's about to do the same thing to you in MMA. You're already losing the battle with boxing. And now you got somebody threatening your baby. So it's like, I can't be mad at it because like he's doing to you, but not even in the work. He's not even doing it the same level because unless I'm wrong, because I don't follow Jake Paul like that. I don't remember Jake Paul disrespecting boxing, and y'all trash and Dana White disrespected boxing for years, right? Tried to pull him down, even to Canelo's face. Canelo was the only person there that defended the sport of boxing, right? So you're getting a taste of your own medicine, but he's just doing it in a more a less seedy way. He's doing it like a more up and up way. He's dealing with people who already left you. They already left you. He's not trying to poach. They already was done with you. And
see,
so
I think the mistake they made. I think the mistake they made you is trying to have a hostile takeover, and we're gonna talk about that. Shout out to Curtis Robinson with the $5 in the super chat. He said for the Friday cook. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. What's up, Key with the T in the building? What's up, Key with the T?
Hey, y'all. How are y'all doing?
Hey,
how are you doing? How are you
doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Y'all know I'm on my high horse. You feel me? Boo Boo won last week. I'm sorry about last week. I was so freaking busy. Phone calls after phone calls. But y'all know I acted a mother effing fool. Okay, like turned the freak up. Like I'm so excited. Then he came at Charlo. You feel me? I told y'all, Big Dog back. Big Dog is back. Okay, Big Dog is back. Okay,
Boo
Boo Boo Andre.
I made sure I watched that fight.
Thank you. Now I cussed out Slogan, all things. Who else? I think Lee. Did I cuss you out? I cussed out a few of y'all for not tuning in to my boy fight. Okay, so but I told y'all 3 days. It's been more than 3 days, so I'm back talking to y'all again. But
I watched
But-
the fight because I said I don't want no smoke with Key. I'm gonna go ahead and watch this
Thank
fight.
you. Thank you.
I
Y'all
ain't
know
gonna
I was
hold on,
adamant.
y'all. Hold on. Let me take some time because I don't know why I'll never do this. But let me shout out the content creators in the chat. Shout out Dean by any means. If you're not following Dean, y'all know what to do. Shout out to Gap Tooth Gains. If y'all not following Gap Tooth Gains, y'all know what to do. He been putting me on, giving me the YouTube tips and all that. Y'all follow Gap Tooth Gains. He got a good channel. Post constantly. Great edit. He be doing all that fancy stuff with his videos. You know, we don't do that kind of stuff in the boxing community, right? We just hit record. But shout out to Gap Tooth Gains. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him. Who else we got in here? Anybody else with YouTube that I don't know of? Please let me know. And y'all see it, the link pinned to the top. Please go follow me on Kick. We about to start streaming. It's about to go down. We about to start streaming gym days, Suns tournaments, all that type of stuff. I'm gonna open myself up a little bit.
Hey, Dean.
Y'all make sure y'all go check me out on Kick.
Hey, Dean. Hey, All Things. Hey, Thomas Hill. Salute
Darius Warren with the $1.99 in the super chat. He says salute to the queen. Shout out Darius Warren.
Hey, Darius. I missed y'all. I miss y'all so much. But yeah,
right.
So I've been doing that, but I don't know what y'all talking about with this one. Is that Jake Paul?
Yeah, let's finish the video. Key, do I need to start the video over?
What is it about? I'm
gonna start it over, y'all. Blame Key.
No, don't. Oh God.
Dana White. Good morning, buddy. Wake up. It wasn't a nightmare. It's real. We continue to haunt this man 24/7. But forget about him because this is about us. And this is about you potentially watching this, the fighters at home listening, because MVP just merged with PFL. We just created the first of its kind combat sports league that combines boxing and MMA together.
Oh shit. Oh God.
Okay, what does it mean? They combining boxing and MMA and making a sports league and putting it together. Shout out SBG Mello on the Kick. What up, SBG Mello?
Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy. What up, Mello?
What do you think
Hey,
that
Mello.
means, Key? But let me keep playing because maybe he's gonna explain it. Let's keep it playing.
Over the past few years at MVP, we've proven that we can do the biggest fights in the world, bar none. Paul Tyson, Serrano Taylor, Rousey Carano. In our first MMA event, we had 9 million viewers watching in the United States compared to the UFC's 7 million at the White House card. And they've been doing this for 30 years. Now we added PFL, who has a world-class roster of hundreds of MMA fighters, and some of which are the best in the world. The UFC will no longer be the place where people judge fighters as to who the best in the world is. And together, it only strengthens our mission to put fighters first. The news is so big, we had to go ring the NASDAQ bell, people.
The Wall Street Journal said that we want to pick a fight with the UFC.
Why they ringing the NASDAQ bell though?
Wall Street Journal, we don't just want to pick a fight, we want to win the fight. Thank you.
We even partnered with a longtime enemy, Eddie Hearn. Yes, we're holding hands now, taking over, continuing to do business together. We signed Sky Nicholson to MVP, and this just goes to show the type of partnerships and things we will be doing moving forward, changing the game. The UFC has done great for shaping MMA, but the fighters are oftentimes left underpaid and put on a shelf if they don't obey the company's rules. Just look at
why Dana White throw them change at them like that?
This is so ghetto. This
Did
is
y'all
crazy.
see that graphic?
Yes.
Go back. Why did Dana White throw the change at them like that?
The UFC has been great for shaping MMA, but the fighters are oftentimes left underpaid and put on a shelf if they don't obey the company's rules.
Look at all the money Dana White got. And then he just threw them some pictures.
And why he got them looking like stick figures with injuries?
They got on cash.
That's real though. It's real.
Hey, this is funny.
Just look at Tom Aspinall, for example. John Jones, who should have fought on the UFC White House card. It has always been our mission at MVP to put fighters first and to put them on the biggest platforms in the world. And we have proven time and time again that we can do that. The problem has been that the fighters want to be as famous and as well known and build their brand as big as possible. But there was really only one place to go and do that in the sport of MMA. But sincerely, with this partnership with MVP and PFL, we have seriously changed the game. All hype and jokes aside, this has been our mission from the start. It's finally coming to fruition, and it couldn't have been possible without the fans at home, without Nikisa, without John Martin, the folks at PFL believing in our mission as well. And for the fans, this is massive for you as well, because we will never stray away from creating the biggest fights that fans want to see. There's clearly been a massive shift in combat sports over the last couple of years, and this puts us at the forefront of that shift as we continue to make change. Taking women's boxing and putting it into MVPW, partnering with ESPN, Sky Sports, Netflix, giving these women the opportunities of a lifetime that they absolutely deserve. To again, allowing fighters like Francis Ngannou and Nate Diaz another place to go where they can make even more money and get even more viewership. And with this announcement, we're doubling down on the momentum and creating a brand new...
I think that's interesting that he said get them more money and viewership.
Sounds like
viewership.
Sounds like Zuffa's a dud.
It sounds like Hey, Key, you heard the latest with Zuffa, Key?
Yeah, it sounds like they a dud. Sound like it's...
You gonna get it. That's the main topic for I guess Keyshawn and fucking Devin, but
we got so many topics. Oh my god, it's so much.
They came in here. Keyshawn Devin. Like, we gonna get to it. I told them we gotta wait till the ladies get here. So ladies, they've been waiting on y'all to get here. So we can talk
here
about
now. Let's cook, baby.
All right, hold on. Let me listen. I hate when I prepare a whole show and then some news happen. And then they be like, oh, everybody want to talk about it. I'm like, no, God dog it. I prepared the show. We're going to go.
Generation of sports fans who demand sports, entertainment, and culture all in one place and on platforms that they already watch. And as a combat sports fan, I'm not just watching boxing. I'm not just watching MMA. I'm watching both. And now our fighters are able to compete across both platforms. And yes, I've been talking about MMA and doing it for a long time, but it's official. Now with this new partnership, I'm going to get into the cage. Nate Diaz, stop ducking. We need to make this happen for sports to change.
I don't know if it's because Jake Paul white or what, that he don't know when to sit his ass down and stop trying to play in these combat sports.
What's it got to do with him being white?
Change the world, to change the history and the landscape of combat sports forever. But don't worry, I am still boxing. Everyone's asking me, Jake, when are you coming back? And it is as soon as possible. We are in contract talks and negotiations with multiple opponents. So it's time to box and then kick Nate Diaz's ass in MMA. So to our fighters at MVP and PFL, things just got a whole lot bigger. And to any other fighters in any combat sports organizations out there, you're going to want to fight out of your contracts and come join the biggest, the best, the highest paying.
That boy said fight out of your contracts. Let's go, Jake Paul.
And the most viewed organization out there is MVP. Buckle up. There's a new sheriff in town. Dana, it's not just your dreams anymore. It's real. Welcome to the future of combat sports. Welcome to MVP.
Shout out to Jake Paul. Now, I don't understand why people wouldn't be more behind Jake Paul. Why wouldn't you be more behind Jake Paul than Turkey Al-Sheikh and Dana White? Well, like, wouldn't that make more sense?
Well, okay, so there's a few things. So Jake Paul, he's mostly garnered towards the female boxers, right? And promoting them. So I would think that that's why. And I'm not saying he doesn't have males, but he's really put the females on the map, right? But to be honest with y'all, like what I'm hearing, I'm not even gonna stunt. Especially with that him being at the Wall Street, the New York Stock Exchange. It just seemed like money laundering to me. It I'm not gonna like I just feel like now all of a sudden he's taking the same playbook that Dana White and Turkey Al-Sheikh came in with, which is combining, which they have been doing, boxing, UFC, and WWE. Now he's combining boxing and PLF and combat sports. And remember, don't get it twisted. Just like Dana White is down with the White House, Jake Paul is too. You feel
But
me?
why
So
they gotta combine them to money laundering?
for more views and everything because they not really getting that much.
I
You know,
see.
you can tweak, you can tweak them numbers as like a good one, a good forensic accountant or a good forensic publicist or marketing, all that, they can tweak those numbers.
But I
You
think
feel
it's
me?
what if they are actually putting on entertaining and good fights? Like I feel like it's
Well,
one thing to be
every Jake Paul card I've seen has been quite entertaining, but the female cards, I'm not gonna say that they have been lackluster or anything, and they've done successful at the gate and everything. I think the only one that was kind of like mid was the last Alicia Baumgartner card.
not the face of
But
boxing,
huh?
not the face of women's boxing.
Yes, that was a little lackluster. I'm not saying she did lackluster. I'm just saying as far as the numbers and stuff go. But I think what they're just really trying to do is get more money. But I do believe that they're trying to bulldoze their way and take over what Dana White and all of them is doing. And it's very interesting. I mean, I continue to say it. I've been saying it for months on here, and on other channels that there's going to come a point in time in which there's going to be lines drawn in the sand. This is my fear that there's going to be lines. We always talked about the, side of the street with boxing, and I believe that we're about to really start to see this. And this is just outlining it. Like this is they're just giving me more credibility of what we're seeing. Like these are lines being drawn, and it appears that they're working themselves up into like this pyramid. And who's gonna be the head honcho? Who's gonna be the top dog? Who's gonna be big dog on the block? Will it be PBC? Will it be Top Rank? Will it be MVP? Will it be Zufa? You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm seeing, low key. And I want to say I forgot to say hey to Curtis and Irony Boxing. Teach, salute y'all. All things salute. But that's what I got. Jude, what you got? What you think, Queen?
I think you have a good point. That potential that's absolutely could be an angle. I think before you got here, I was telling 2CENTS how like what it looks like to me is that Dana White, who has kind of like he's all his ways like he's coming to boxing, but he's coming on this hostile takeover tip, like being very hostile takeover. But I think the reason why certain like hardcores are a little like rejecting him a little bit is because of we remember Dana White being very anti-boxing and tried to put MMA over boxing, right? So we just don't think he's a good steward of boxing because we know he don't really love it and don't have his best interests at heart, and right based on his comments that he said for years. And so he's coming to boxing saying it's like taking candy from a baby. I'm gonna come and just hostily take it over, and now
Jude,
you have someone doing the same thing to you.
Jude, did they say what network they were going to be on this whole thing? Like, is it going to be on
Yeah,
TNT?
he said Netflix. He named
They
three
have
of
deals
them.
with three different. He said
It was
Netflix.
Netflix. It was two more. What was it, y'all?
Not dang it. It was. He said three. He said Netflix. Was it the Zone? Did he say the Zone?
Damn. Let me go back.
It was three different ones. But I would just say this.
Okay.
I think it's match, and we don't know who's colluding with who, right? I think it's matching energies because Dana has had to keep and this is really if you think about the MMA, like not MMA, yeah, MMA is a sport, and this is something I alluded to like a few shows ago. People have this weird way of thinking that everyone fought everyone within MMA. That wasn't true because PFL always had their own guys. UFC, which Dana runs, had their own guys. Bellator was on Showtime. They had their own guys. They never crossed the street. So but because Dana ended up kind of being like the star of the show with UFC, he now gets to, people were comparing apples and wrenches, right? It was like, oh, well, Dana's going to do what he did in MMA and bring it to boxing. But in reality, Dana did not, like UFC guys fought UFC guys. They did not fight Bellator guys like that. And the Bellator guys did not fight PFL guys like that and vice versa. It was very fragmented. and people didn't cross the street. Actually, in boxing, people cross the street like 10 times more than they did in the MMA world. And that stratification was because of Dana White. But people act like people unfortunately compare UFC, one company, to the whole of boxing. And that's how he gets to use this storyline that's just not true. And so now I think what you have with Jake is like, okay, I'm about to come in and do the same thing you're doing in boxing, because guess what? You got to keep, the UFC and MMA all to yourself, right? And then you also want to come in and take over boxing. Well, guess what? Not only are you, this fight with boxing isn't as easy as you thought it was, but now your baby MMA isn't safe either. And I think that's what's happening. I'm not saying, and I do agree, they both align with, this current administration, but I think that Jake sees a little difference, because I think he sees as like, this is a way for make people money. I don't think Jake doesn't seem as greedy, like, I don't want these fighters to not make money. At least that's not what his history has shown us. Versus Dana White has a very like he's used to dictatorship, and I think that they just rule slightly different, right? So I'm not saying that he's like some, knight in shining armor, but he is going to give Dana a run for his money. And it's kind of like, well, you did the same thing to boxing, so now you're getting challenged in your own, in home field.
And it started with Eddie Hearn. Remember, he started managing those MMA fighters.
Yeah. And my only question is, like, when he says they're blending them, like, is he going to have like where it's going to be like is he saying? Because it's not like he's going to be bouncing back and forth between.
Yeah, it sounds like he's saying they can cross over and fight each other.
Yeah, but they're not going to like mix the disciplines, which would be weird, right? Like, which I guess in a way, like, I don't know if boxers are going to be doing MMA fights. And also, you remember, this was, of course, somebody was going to eventually do this, because I think people forget within the last 3 or 4 years how many MMA fighters were leaving the UFC to get paydays in boxing, and it was the most they ever made in their entire careers. What Dana tried to do is cut that pathway out and say, okay, all my big stars are leaving because they want a payday in boxing. And if I take over boxing, then I own everything, and you can't run from me. You're going to take whatever small purse I give you. But what Jake is doing now, you have competition. So now it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't got a problem with it. Like, at this point, let them fight. Let them girls fight. It is what it is.
So let's take a look at this video before we go on. And now y'all gonna see why. Let me preface the video with the caption. It says, Jake Paul and Ryan Clark got into a debate over his goal of playing in the NFL. I bench more than all of you. I squat more than you. I'm faster than you. Words are cheap. It can't be that hard. The audacity. You're 29 and never stepped on a pro football field. Let's see what Jake Paul is talking about.
I bench more than all of you, guaranteed. And that's just like right now. And I don't even practice bench pressing. I'll squat more than all of you. I'm faster than all of you. Like, actually.
That's not true.
It is true. We can go down in the street after this.
Once again, did Jake Paul just sit there and say he's faster than Ryan Clark? And is he serious?
Yeah, I think he is. And
He's trolling. He's trolling. He's not serious.
Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but this just go. People do the same thing with boxing. That's why he got his jaw broke the first time, thinking that he's better than what he is. Well, whatever.
Can you unmute? You got something?
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't know who the hell Ryan Clark is. Sis. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He an NFL player that used to
put like this. How can we make it comparable? Because I don't really watch NFL like that either, but I know that like this is like him going.
Whoa, that he in the NFL, like what a wide receiver.
Wait, let me finish the video.
Yes, girl.
But that's the thing. So like, when
look, they laughing at him. Cheap. Why, if you make all this money, do you just keep doing things and trying to pick things that's gonna get you hurt?
I mean, pain is temporary, legacy is forever. So like,
let's go.
I wonder if this guy's like Jake Paul's handler or something. Like, why is he always with Jake Paul?
I saw that X-ray.
Huh?
Something I noticed too, a pattern with Jake Paul. Jake Paul's gonna run this same storyline in every sport. He thinks he's the biggest baddest when he's talking to retired guys. He's not gonna ever say this to people who are current. You sound like again, he lost to freaking the Lil Fury. Lil Fury. You lost, you got outboxed by Lil Fury. Not the big one. You're not him. Like, you're just not.
And you got your jaw broke, bro. Like, cut it out.
Is he even medically cleared?
X-rays forever too.
It's temporary though. Like on God, honestly, it didn't even the punch didn't even hurt.
I don't believe that.
I swear on everything, brother. Like it didn't.
No, let me tell y'all the story, right? My auntie used to have this glass table in her house, and the edge of it was chipped. And I walked by it, right? And I got this deep gash in my thigh. And I didn't even feel it. It didn't hurt. It didn't bleed. It did nothing. Because it had cut through the nerves, I guess. I don't know why I didn't feel it. Because it was like just that deep. So I'm wondering when he's saying like he didn't feel it, his jaw break, because like his brain or something probably shut off, or maybe he take hella steroids or something. But it's kind of like how people say Tank Davis don't hit hard, but they getting knocked out. I think maybe when you feel that impact, like it just, you don't feel pain. It just shuts you down. Y'all get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that Jake Paul just needs to feel superior to people. And it don't matter how many times he get proven he's not. So because he got again, you notice his pivot. AJ cracked his jaw, and now he's talking about MMA, and now talking crazy to retired NFL players. And then one of them dust him. He gonna go over to the MLB and talk crazy.
MLB to the baseball player.
Hey, he's gonna go on and on and on. Then he gonna like, yeah, LeBron, he gonna wait for like another 3-4 years and be like, yeah, LeBron. Let me tell you, it's just that's what that's his MO at this point.
Hey, it works. It works. Because you become the villain, and everybody want to see you get beat up. Then, so everybody pay to see you lose.
Right. But the thing is, until you get knocked out, so now no one cares that much to see Jake Paul in the boxing match that much. That's why he now has to go to a new sport. No one believes him. That's why he has to do this now, because you finally fought someone who you didn't have every physical advantage against. You know,
you had no advantage against.
You had no advantage against, right? You need every advantage. And even when you fought someone you were equal with, who's like considered like I'm sorry, Tommy Fury is considered like sea level, and you got beat by him. So like, it's just look, the dream is up. He's gonna hop onto another sport. He'll do what he do. I think his best role is as a promoter, but it's not enough, you know. So let
him do what he gonna do. Let him get it how he is.
I mean, he said, "Whoa," right?
I was just like, "Whoa," that was like a good
man. Shut up, dude, in the suit.
Hit, but there's been things in life that hurt a lot worse. Like when you stub your toe, bro, that shit hurts way more than getting hit by Anthony Joshua, honestly.
But you're sitting with 3 football players, right? To have the audacity to say it out loud that that's what you're going to do. 29 years old, to have not stepped on a professional football field. What makes you so confident that you can do what we were able to do for a living?
Yeah, I think just God, believing in myself, and you know, manifestation and self-belief are some of the most.
They thought Xander believed in himself enough to beat Boots. What happened to him?
I can respect Xander.
I don't know why people think belief is gonna win you something. You can believe you're gonna win all you want to. That ain't how this works.
Powerful things in the world, and I have God-given talents and athleticism. When I said I was gonna box and beat all of these people and beat Ben Asker and Nate Robinson, Tyron Woodley, Anderson Silva, it was the same response that I'm getting now when I say I'm going to go play slot receiver, because there was no background. I was YouTuber this.
This nigga say he about to go play slot receiver. I'm not.
This man said, hold on. This man said, when I said I was going to be Nate Robinson, and Nate Robinson played did he play basketball?
Yes.
And Nate Robinson, he was a basketball player. He was a true boxer. Would have been like a 140, 147 pounder, bro. You a heavyweight. Yeah, like what do you mean? You're using Nate Robinson? Man, if you don't get the hell on.
Paid in full. What's up, Paige? What you got for the show?
What's up? I was just gonna jump
in. Hey, Paige.
Salute, Steve. What's going on,
Hey,
Jude?
Paige.
2 cents. I ain't really got too much. I was gonna just jump in whenever y'all get done.
All right, let's see
But
what
I
else
think
Jake
Jay
Paul.
Paul full of shit though.
Let's see what else he talking about. Then we gonna move on.
That, and so I'm a doer
Mhm.
and a talker at the same time, but I always back it up. I have hands, run some routes, catch some balls, block some people. It can't be that hard. Boxing is way more difficult than football.
That is
And I'm
also
only
not true.
It's 100% true.
it's-
Again, study was
Nikisa.
released
not
like
even-
a month ago. The
there's-
hardest sport in the world is boxing.
They
Number
took
11
90,
was MMA.
They took 90, professional analysts of sports and did a study on what the hardest sports in the world are, and the number one on
Was
there
boxing.
is boxing. And I'm in there by myself. You guys have 10 other players on the field to help you out. And so the mentality is different, the pressure is different, the focus is different, and the training is harder. It's a marathon and a sprint.
White people always think you can use a study. How you ain't never played, but you gonna try to say it's easier. Now, analytically, when you look at the stats, that may be true. But when you get on the field and you're face to face with another individual, that's a different, you get what I'm saying? Like that's a different situation that you in.
Yeah, and I also
Oh,
think he's
different
doing that
situation.
just to like. Let me just say something. And this is, remember you asked me like if I like Jake Paul or not, why I don't like him. He wouldn't dare do this, and I'm just being real. I hate to bring up race, but he would not have said that to Tom Brady. He wouldn't do this to any, like, he's picking the people he says it to as rage bait. He would never disrespect. He don't disrespect certain people of a certain color. I don't know if y'all noticed this. He knows what he's doing. He don't believe nothing what he's saying, because if he had that self-belief, you would have used that self-belief to get into boxing when you were young, or to get into football when you were young. You like to go around saying, hey, it's the same, and that's why he's very Trumpian. It's the same concept of Trump. It's like I don't have to have half the experience you have. I don't have to have half the skill you have. I don't have to be as smart as you, but I'm still just as good as you and better than you. It's kind of that's a very Trumpian thing, right? The whole thing with the anti-Obama, right? I don't have to graduate from Harvard. I don't have to have the accolades. I'm still better than you, just off sheer will and ability. It's a very supremacist take, and he's taking this road show from boxing, now NFL. When someone dusts him or he gets, hurt some bone on his body, he'll take it to another sport. That's just I get the dog whistles. I see it. It's what it is, and that's why I don't like Jake Paul.
What's up, Thomas?
Yeah, I swear I'm gonna be up here real quick. I just wanted to make one mention. This Mickey Fricky said that God believes in him. He didn't say that I believe in myself. He said God believes in me. That nigga is not only narcissist, but just what Jupe said. And that dude that you keep talking about, that's Nikisa. I forget his last name, but he's the brains behind the whole thing. That's why he everywhere. Shalom, continue to cook.
All right. Yeah, man. He let's finish this, y'all.
You guys get a minute in between each play to regroup.
This
you
is
fucking
like the
kidding?
This is
you guys
like,
get
this
like
is what I was
you
saying.
get
This is
bring out some.
This
you
is like
guys
the
can
Bud
bring out
conversation. You know, Jake, when Bud sits there and tells me that, then I'm like, yeah, but you're Bud Crawford. I get it. But to just be like, I'm gonna run a couple of routes, I'm gonna block some people, I'm gonna catch the ball, how hard can it be?
Well, we talking about
Yeah, wait, but what is
Exactly
it harder
right.
than that? Like, what's the difference? Like, it's because it's just
Jay,
a speed thing.
We talking about Jamar Chase and Jetta and those type guys. We're talking
those
about
are-
the
those-
best receivers in the world that you're trying to compete with.
That's an outside receiver, like not a slot receiver. Completely different.
They play it all. You sat around and watched Wes Welker play, and you like, oh shoot, I can go do that.
Yeah, 100%. No, definitely.
You
He's
can
the
do what Wes
he's the
Welker
yes,
did.
he's the
Bro, Wes
perfect
was
example.
cold.
Those are different level athletes than me. I'm talking about the white guy, Wes Welker,
Bro, Wes-
who is this
Wes is
big. What's he gonna do?
talented,
Bro,
Bro, you underestimate
what do you
him.
mean, bro?
And you can do that at that level.
Yeah, 100%.
You can't.
They laughing at this, bro. They laughing at him.
And he should be laughed out. Like I think they shouldn't even try to argue with him. They should have just laughed at him and made him the joke. because that's like, again, he's picking and choosing who he's saying this to. You notice he never said any of this stuff to a certain kind of athlete.
That. I think you're truly discounting how talented these people are at doing that one thing. Now,
I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying that it's not as hard as people are making it out to be.
That's why you are where you are.
If I go in there and I'm a bum, guess what? Who cares? Now what?
Shout out to him. Shout out to him, Hunky.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. This is why I don't like it.
Well, you know what? From what I gathered from that interview, and again, I could be wrong, but from what I'm gathering is that Jake Paul has a very high self-esteem of himself. And I'm not saying that that's a wrong thing to have, but we've all seen Jake Paul in the ring. And like, let's take AJ out the equation, where he clearly got hands and feet put on him. But if you have ever seen Jake Paul fight, you would know that he's gotten better from, let's say, his first or second fight, but he's not a boxer, right? And so for him to cross over and compare himself to other people and try to say, oh, I'm this and I'm that, it's like an inflation of self. And I'm not sure if he's just doing that intentionally. Is this a marketing? I'm not sure. But Jake Paul, baby, you are not the cat's meow. You got to calm down. Chill out. Okay? Chill out.
Girl, he ain't the cat's meow and he not the bee's knees either. I don't believe that he believes that, because his boxing, his resume would look different. The man was a heavyweight fighting someone who was like 5'3". He wanted to fight Tank Davis. You're a heavyweight, and your claim to fame is knocking out Nate Robinson. Little bitty, itty bitty Nate Robinson. The one time you fight an actual boxer, you lose. Every time you fight someone who's not retired or is newer to boxing than you are, he's like, Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva was 67 years old, getting an AARP member. And like, if he felt that confidence, like I don't think he has the confidence he's telling people he got, because again, it would look different unless you are getting Social Security coming up, or you're like super tiny. He wasn't trying to do it. And the one time he got in there with Tommy Fury, who's again sea level at best, fights every full moon, right? Or every lunar eclipse, okay? And you got bested by him. So I don't think he believes these things. He just wants to try to like attack other people. Like he wants to try to diminish other people's accomplishments because he doesn't have them. And try to put himself on equal footing with people that he knows he's not on equal footing. He doesn't have the confidence, because we just saw it. He'd have been up there. He'd have been the one trying to fight Opataya. He know better.
He's a character. Stupid. He's definitely a character. Y'all make sure y'all support the channel by hitting the $ Cash App 2 Cents Boxing for the Cash App, or let me know and dropping it below your 2 cents in a super chat. Let's see what Andre Ward. How do y'all feel about Andre Ward? Like, do y'all like Andre Ward? Is he cool? Like, what are y'all thoughts on Andre Ward?
He cool. He just biased as fuck.
He biased. What about you, Keith?
Yeah.
I agree with Paid. I'm backing Paid on that one. He floats. He's like air. You know what I'm saying? He goes wherever the wind blows him.
Juke? You on mute, Juke? Oh, maybe she stepped away. All right, here we go. Let's see what Andre Ward had to say about Earl the True Spence Jr.
More willingness. Errol Spence has shown more heart and more willingness to fight the best and still try to be the best post car accident, catastrophic car accident, than some have their whole careers. I'm gonna always respect that. Man, Errol Spence has survived catastrophes that only God can save you from. I told him when I interviewed him, I said, bruh, God got his hand on you, man. And he said, I know. He said, I don't know why I've been through a lot of the things I've been through. He said, I don't know why I've been able to overcome the things I've overcome. And
You absolutely know why you've been through some of the things you've been through, Earl. Absolutely.
I told a reporter on Saturday night, is Errol Spence a Hall of Fame? I said, to me, he is. All I know is that this dude fought everybody he could fight, and the people he didn't fight, it wasn't because he didn't want to fight them. Errol Spence has showed more heart and more willingness and more toughness post car accident than some guys have shown
in their whole career.
Errol Spence has shown more heart and more willingness to fight the best and still try to be the best post car accident, catastrophic car accident, than some have their whole careers. I'm gonna always respect that. He talked about how in the world and in this era, he said people are scared to take risk. He said because they're afraid of being embarrassed, they're afraid of social media, and they're afraid of the backlash. He said,
yeah, I know I gotta pause it, but that music dramatic as hell, ain't it? God,
I'm not like that. So you can say whatever you want to say about Errol's performance and how bad he looked and this and that and the third. He took the risk though. Errol's career is a metaphor of life. There's times we're gonna hit some rough waters. It's not if, it's when and how often. But every time Errol persevered and he went out on his own terms. And we think sometimes going out on your own terms is going out on top with a win. No, it's you having the ability, the faculties, and the wherewithal to say, I'm done and I'm better off than I was when I started. And I just respect that, brother. And nothing but love for me and nothing but respect for me. You said that Errol Spence doesn't owe anything to the sport. The sport owes him something. And that something is just respect.
Woo! The sport owes Earl the True Spence Jr. respect. What is y'all 2 cents about that? And that's gonna kind of segue us into our next topic where we talk about this thing called respect. But what do y'all think about that?
Ladies first.
Well, first, let me say, salute to Boss Deck, salute to Curtis Robinson. I don't know if I said hey to them. Marquise, salute. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Hey, J Man, the chat is moving so quick and blue. I believe that because you know what? There, and I could be biased here, right? Just like I think that Jamil Charlo's undisputed run is one for the ages, right? And one of the hardest for the ages. What I seen Earl Spence do with all of the adversity that he was put through, or excuse me, or some may argue that he put himself through, was very amazing. Like I would never forget getting the goosebumps before he fought Ugas, or even Ugas, or even Bud Crawford, or what's that light skinned dude overseas? What was his name that he fought? Damn, I forget his name. I always forget that man's name. Kell Brook, yes. I don't know why I always forget about Kell. I don't know why I do that to him. I'm so sorry. But just seeing that, like the momentum, like when Earl would, you know what I'm saying, have the press conferences and I guess I was a little bit spoiled because I remember when it was all of them, when it was Spence, the Charlos, you know what I'm saying, all of them, Tank, all of them just, you feel me, like just in and I'll never forget what Spence went through. A lot of people don't know, but Spence used to get tested, not only his urine, but his blood too, and hair. They used to overly test Spence. Okay, like they used to put some parameters on that man, some guidelines, strict guidelines and rules on him. And so I can agree with, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I can agree with Andre Ward's take on that. Like, he's never, no matter what, if Spence wanted to fight somebody, he will fight them. We forget that Spence, after taking his beating to Bud Crawford, he was right in the ring with Fundora until the sanctioning bodies played their games with him. Like Spence has always been about, you know what I'm saying? Like whoever wanted, we can get it. And I think that's what I would definitely miss about him. He collected all the belts until he couldn't. He has always, even if it was outside the ring, he has always kept it 105. And I don't think that we will ever get, well, let me not say ever, but it's going to be very rare that we would get somebody with get an Earl Spence type of fighter as far as his humility, his dedication to the sport, and the things that he's willing to do and sacrifice. I mean, remember, this is the same man when he was going to fight Manny Pacquiao. He said, you know what I'm saying, I still got one eye. You feel me? When the doctor told him, bro, you finna go blind. Like, what the hell is you doing? You know, this is the same Spence that after he totaled his car, he still got in the ring with Bud Crawford. After we found out what happened with him with his rib injury and all the things that was going on in that Bud Crawford fight prior to that fight, he still got in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna fight and he's always gonna give grittiness. And I am so proud to have witnessed not only just Earl, but even Bud, and a couple of other fighters. I'm just so happy that I've been able to see their growth over the years. And I'm going to miss him. So when he announced that he was retiring, I took a few hours because I'm like, damn, like I'm not gonna hear you feel me? Like when he talk, you feel me? Like everybody ears is on alert. Like there's no other, like there's only a few boxers that can truly say that to this day. Even after he lost to Bud, when he would come out and say little things, it would go like everybody tuned in. Everybody want to talk to him. Everybody talking about what he said. No, a lot of fighters can't say that. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna miss him. And I agree with Andre Ward. And that's what I got. What y'all got?
All right. We're gonna play a quick. Oh, Paige, you got something?
I was gonna let all the ladies speak first.
Yeah, I want to say something real quick is about that because Key, you weren't here, but 2CENTS had a night where we just kind of like dedicated to Earl, and I agree with everything. I agree with everything you said, and what struck me about what Andre Ward said was that Earl took more chances after the accident than the average guy does now. And you know what? I mean, a lot of taking tests says it's kind of true. You know, maybe it really is, right? So I think that, I think that people, if you want this super neat, perfect record, then yeah, Earl might not be a guy, right? Because he took crazy risks, sometimes a little ridiculous risk. But like, yeah, he's that guy, and I'm gonna miss him. And I absolutely do agree that he should be a Hall of Famer. Even just if you look at title defenses, because now, I mean, especially like back in the day, you had people who had more title defenses, but I think he's up there. I think it's only like two.
Was he like one of the longest reigning welterweight champions?
Yeah, especially of recent memory. If I can think of, I think one of the longest might be Trinidad. What's the other guy I read one time? I'm gonna have to go look at it because it's so hard to find it because people don't keep track anymore. Trinidad.
Floyd.
Who?
Floyd.
Floyd. You know what the problem is? What this gonna be the problem with Floyd? Floyd kept dropping belts. That's what messes up his.
Oh, got you.
But if you really, you really look at it, absolutely Floyd. But like so far, it's just keeping the belt, defending it, and keeping it. Unfortunately, it's Margarito, which shouldn't count because Margarito's a cheater. And then I think it's him. Unless you want, like Margarito should not count. Well, Margarito had like a lane. And other than that, probably Henry Armstrong. But you talking about, we going back in the 1940s. Like you talking about almost 80 years ago. Because like Henry Armstrong did it all. Like he's just like one of the goats of all things. But yeah, like because keeping a title, if you actually defending it, is not easy. So yeah, that's all I had to say about that. Yeah. So respect to Earl, and I hope he enjoys his retirement.
And we definitely about to have this conversation because we about to have a conversation about Terrence Crawford. Then we're gonna get to the Keyshawn situation. But we're definitely gonna have a conversation because I think I said the other day, Bud's career is mentionable, but Earl's career is more memorable. Yeah. People will remember Earl for so many different things, right? Yeah. Even think about it. Even when we look back, like he has so many different phases of his career, and each time he was able to overcome. Now that don't mean you undefeated. Right. That don't mean you got a ton of accolades. But even what he did at the welterweight division, like, you get what I'm saying? But let's play a game right now. The name of this game is called AI or No. I'm going to play this video, And I want y'all to write in the chat if you think it's AI or no. I got to mute it because I got a song on there. What y'all think? Y'all think this AI?
You asking us?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's AI.
Crazy.
Y'all
Let me
think this
see. Hold
AI?
on.
It looks AI to me.
Look
No,
at
it's
it.
not
Now
AI.
AI is not this good though, yeah. But some people were saying this AI.
It looked like it.
It look like AI to me. Don't like AI to you?
It did for a second, but then after I saw the
Nah,
movements, like, nah.
they too. There's a glare in AI videos.
Bobby say it does feel like AI.
No, that looks
It do.
AI to me. Huh?
Hey, look, but hold on. Let me show y'all this though.
It's the way he moving.
It's weird. Is it? No.
Somebody said that's DJ. Somebody said that's DJ Khaled in the background.
Marquis said that hairline ain't AI. You know what, Marquis? God damn it.
Somebody said Auntie Sco made herself taller.
He
Why
do
you
look
calling him
taller.
Auntie?
So y'all don't think this real?
No,
It's real.
I think that they use an AI or maybe a real video. I don't know, but like this don't look real to me. This looks very AI to me.
This looks AI to me as well.
Maybe
Hey,
I'm tripping. Is
But
this
y'all
real?
think AI this good though?
hell yeah.
If this
Girl,
is AI,
I
this is the
just
hell of an
seen
AI
a video. I just seen a video of ducks walking, and I thought it was
No, but
real.
you see the fighting videos. They don't look as smooth.
To me, the minute it came on, I knew it was AI. That, in my opinion. But
look at his outfit, like the white. Look how he moving. Like, nah, that's
okay,
AI.
you know what? You want to tell how I know it's AI? Okay, so look, okay, Daddy Skull got the mitts up. Look when he punches the mitts. That tells you everything you need to know. They're not showing it. It's because that's not normal body movement. That's AI.
All right. So okay, I guess the consensus is it is AI. Somebody say it's fake. It's fake. Somebody say it's enhanced by AI. That's a good one, Mark Q. Somebody says it's just edited.
That's straight up AI. I'm not a big, huge AI fan, so I know. I mean, I'm not saying I think it has its purposes or whatever, but I think people overuse it. That's AI.
Q Brown say Auntie ain't moving like that in real life. All right, thank y'all for playing AI or no. All right, let's get to this Bud video. I don't know if y'all seen this or not, but Juke, here Bud go again, Juke. We're gonna give our 2 cents about that, then we're gonna get to the main topic, the Keyshawn situation. All right.
Oh, we want to see that.
That's one thing that they always.
Because it went
do,
viral.
like,
Everybody wanted it. Boots and Bud.
Bud,
We want to see that.
Bud, like, I feel like, Boots, a whole motion is built off of Terrence Crawford. You should thank me. To be honest.
How
What the
somebody
fuck is he talking about?
explain to me how Boots' whole motion is built off Terrence Crawford?
I need to know that too. Like hands down.
Why
What
we
the fuck do he mean?
This like, first of all, you're like a decade older than Boots.
Exactly.
You was a professional. Like, how was his whole motion? Was Boots a child prodigy? Because this is another argument I've been having with people. They said Boots was not a child prodigy. They said in order to be a child prodigy, you gotta like go to the Olympics and stuff. Is that a requirement to be a child prodigy?
Man, fuck no.
No, it depends on like if you got a certain amount of buzz. I don't think the Olympics necessarily. That's not a absolute qualifier, like a mandatory qualifier. So no, I mean it helps, but no. For example, I knew who Tank was before he turned professional. He didn't go to the Olympics.
They said Tank not a prodigy.
He had a buzz because the amateurs. Like he was getting, but I heard of him.
They said Tank not a prodigy and Mayweather is the reason why he became a star.
I heard about him on social media way before that. So that was
Exactly.
me.
All right, here we go.
Because
he said Boots should thank him.
That's some
He said Boots should thank him, y'all. Not fuck Boots' skill, fuck him knocking everybody out, forget him putting on the show in the ring, forget him wearing neon colors with his outfit, forget him going viral and getting knockouts. He got his whole motion off of Bud. He should thank him.
If there was no Terrence Crawford at this pinnacle, who would they be talking about? Who would they be comparing him with? I remember when he was a couple of fights in and people were saying, hey man, it's this little kid. When he was an amateur, in the Olympic trials, they was like, man, this dude fight like you, bud. This dude.
Man, this nigga, bro, who the fuck do this nigga think he is, man?
What in the world? I never heard him even talk about him like this far back.
Exactly, bro. I ain't
So
never
he's
seen
making it up, right? Jupe, I said, why we just not finding this out, Bud? Why you ain't never said this before?
Man,
yeah,
bro.
I've never heard him like mention anything beyond his professional career. So like you knew about this kid back then?
That's how you know the nigga lying.
Or if you did know about him, so like that's crazy. Okay.
So you've been watching Boots since he was little, is what he said?
Right, because I'm like, so you knew about Boots. I mean, I heard about Boots for a while, but that means you knew about him for a minute, though. Okay, but I just thought it is weird. Like, yeah, this is the first time he's saying it. Okay.
Man, Terrence Crawford really wasn't even getting that much motherfucking notoriety until after damn near the Spence fight, or based mainly around the Sean Porter fight. People wasn't really talking about Bud. Well, I mean they were, but not how they are now. But for him to say that somebody got their motion because of him, what actually did you give him?
What motion did you have to give somebody
Exactly. Like you at the tail end of your careers when they start giving you the notoriety that you felt like you deserved back then. Like this man done lost his damn mind, bro. Like what we want, bro. Him and Shakur got that shit bad, bro.
Hold on, Pay. We only 45 seconds in.
He about to go with the hell off.
That's some lying shit.
Listen, when Pay used to first come on these panels, Pay was my favorite panelist. He used to
I remember you telling me that.
everybody. That's you like, yeah, I'm about to let Pay up here. He about to get on y'all
I
ass.
enjoy Pay. Pay's one person who don't annoy me. He's so funny. He's like, what the hell? Like,
and then she goes, and then Pay goes from 0 to 100. That's
Yes.
it is hilarious. I'd be like, damn, Pay, chill.
Y'all gotta
Hold
go
on, bro.
back
Hold
and
on.
listen to the old lives. Pay used to get on your ass. I can't wait till Pay get up in here. He gonna be on y'all ass. Wait till
Man,
Pay.
I chilled out a lot now, bro. I used to be
I
on there.
respect the passion. I'm a passionate person, and sometimes I gotta chill myself out. So when I hear you, I absolutely get it. Cause you
It
be
just
sick
be
and
the
tired,
it just
sick
be
and
the
tired.
disrespect. It just more so be the disrespect though. Like I don't tolerate disrespect. That's just my only issue. We could talk boxing, but once you get disrespectful, bro, that's when the whole another person come out, bro.
Yeah, man, shit, that's throwback Page.
I feel you, Paige.
It's
I
like
respect you.
it's when people first get on YouTube, like they got to get used to the environment, right? So
Yeah.
it's like they be snapping on it. It's a funny process to watch, and then eventually,
It's like me. I'm going through it, child. They got meetings about me. I even know about it.
You got to get initiated. You got to go through it.
I'm trying.
All right, here we go. Y'all, we only 45 seconds in. It's a 3-minute video. Here we go.
Fight like you. When he was pro, this dude remind me of you, but so I just feel like, I'm gonna let him have his era.
Again, why does Bud braids start where his ears are? He half ball, half braids.
Man.
Somebody tell Bud to let that go, bro.
And wish him the best.
But how somebody like y'all don't even get cool? Like eventually if he looking like a little you and you like, oh,
I feel like
why do they gotta be cool? What are we talking about?
Man, bro.
Why do they gotta be cool?
Conversations are getting a little weird.
Man, I feel like that man, he know who he talking to casual, so he know he can get certain shit off with them, bro. and they ain't gonna push back on the shit.
But why do they think they gotta be cool?
He's a hater.
Okay,
If I'm gonna be a 1000%.
It's the Real Report show. It's all good.
If
Vince Lip, he looking like a little you, and you like, oh,
I feel like he's a hater.
okay.
If I'm gonna be a 1000%.
It's the Real Report show. It's all good. That's what we do.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
think-
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes.
I think he's a hater.
Mm.
You know, like a lot of people say, "Oh man, Bud."
So if Boots is a hater, what is Bill and Devin?
Man, I to be honest, 2 Cent, I can't think of one bad thing that Boots has ever said. Oh, some hating shit that Boots had ever said about Bud, except for every time they ask him, do they want to when he fight them? It's always been about boxing. He never had no hating ass shit to say about Bud. So I'm trying to understand what he's talking about with Boots hating on him. How is he hating on you? Cause the nigga ain't on
He's
your.
hating, like
My bad. Go ahead.
what I had to hate on him for.
Right.
You know, I didn't support
This is called projection.
Yeah.
him in the Olympic trials. I didn't been in the locker room at his fights, you know, supporting him. So why would I
Fucking lie.
need to hate on him?
Got you.
You know, like I said, I want to see him win. I want to see him go far as he can. But I think people do the same thing with Boots as they did with Spence.
Right.
You know, and it's our people. It's the
What did they do with Spence?
Bro, this nigga's a fucking habitual liar, bro.
Hold on.
Wait, what did he say?
Right.
you know, and it's our people can. But I think people do the same thing with Boots as they did with Spence.
Right.
You know, and it's our people, it's the urban community that does it. Oh, Boots this, Boots knock you out, Boots.
What is he talking about?
Man, this nigga is the
What did
loser,
we do
bro.
with Spence? And what is the urban people doing because they want to see y'all fight? What is
That's
he talking
it.
about?
That's all it is. That's all it is. Cause niggas want you to fight somebody or give this young hungry champion a chance. That's the only thing. Everybody, when him and Spence was coming up, everybody wanted to see you fight him. Like what is he talking about, bro? Like this shit got me so confused right now, man.
You know what's so interesting is that about him mentioning the urban community. It's so interesting because I feel like sometimes people act like something is unique to one community when it's not, right? Like, for example, it's this guy who, I don't care, like every time Benavidez fights, he's out there calling Canelo a duck, right? And he's, Latino, right? So, and like they call him the Canelo hater, whatever they call him, right? And then there are Canelo fans who are like, oh, Benavidez ain't da. Like, boxing fans like to see people fight, whether it's, somebody of your demographic or not. So I find it interesting that he keeps putting this on urban, quote unquote, fans when you yourself and your trainer remember they said about Spence? Oh, he living paycheck to paycheck, a drunk ain't shit. Like they went personal and hard against Spence throughout that whole time, and you fueled it, right? Which is fine. So I just think it's so funny. They're like, oh, it's the urban fans, but like we've seen every fan base do this. I don't know if they didn't grow up with like Marquez and Morales, and like they didn't grow up in that time frame. All people wanted to see. Did they not realize that De La Hoya had to fight Chavez? Like you that's what they had. And so for some reason, they act like that's not you're not supposed to have that changing of the guard, or like either we're gonna change guards or the old guard gonna win. That's a natural phenomenon in boxing, and now they're trying to act like everything that boxing has been doesn't exist. Once the urban community does the same thing, it's very weird, and like you're holding the urban quote unquote community to a standard that you don't hold anyone else to. And that's what makes it so uncomfortable and weird.
Yeah, it don't make sense because y'all, you and Spence was the two best welterweights in the division. Why wouldn't people want to see y'all fight? That wasn't an urban thing. That fight was big for boxing. He tried to say that during the Madrimov fight. He tried to be like, oh, the Madrimov is a bigger fight because the Spence fight was for the urban community.
Can you imagine the Eastern European fans saying, oh my God, why are you putting Bill and Better Beers against each other? They're both Russians. Like, they're both, oh my God, why are you pitting them against each other? Why are you doing it? Like, no one's doing it based on race. It's just that you two are the guys with the straps. You're the two biggest guys. You beat the most, you beat out everybody else. You're the two cream of the crop. He wants you to fight. Imagine Bivol saying, I feel like the Eastern European community is fueling this fight. Can you imagine that? We had that fight with no racial mention. So people like ICT's like, well, I get it. You get it, but you don't get it from anyone else. How come no one said that about the Eastern European culture when they took sides with Bivol and Breda Biv? That's crazy to me. No one did this when Benavidez fought Zerto. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Are y'all okay?
Man, then that nigga got the nerve. Then that nigga got the nerve to talk about he always been showing. He always go to his locker room. A nigga can't know not one time Bud have ever went to Booth's locker room and took a picture with the nigga. So what do you mean you have been supportive of him? My nigga, as soon as he got done fighting Xander Zayas, you sat there and said on your Twitter, I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. My nigga.
Then you said his win was overhyped after being criticized about your
right. Shit. Like, and this, what's crazy is that I don't recall. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't mind if I'm wrong. I remember Bud diminishing Booth's wins. I've never seen Booth diminish any of Bud's wins. I've never seen him do it. And for teachers saying, "Oh, it's toxic," is Bomac saying Spence is living paycheck to paycheck? Heat food, a drunk ain't SHIT, talking about his personal life. They took it there first.
Man, bro.
I'm sorry, like, I love Bud, but I always said I think Bud's team need to cool down the rhetoric. They started you need to tribute live to Spence. Remember when Spence got on the mic and was talking about, Bud's resume, right? That was in response to Bud's team attacking him personally and his resume. So to sit here like, oh, it's about talk. No, it's not both sides, Teach. Someone initiated it. I'm tired of y'all trying to both sides stuff. You can't come out and slap someone and then you hit them back and then you claim both sides. Bud's team.
They both was fighting.
Bud's team, and I'm talking about I can go stat for stat, receipt for receipt with you. Bud's team initiated the toxicity with that conversation. So it's not both sides. If you punch Juke and then Juke smacks you back, you can't say it's both sides because you shouldn't have touched me. You should have went below the belt. Y'all don't want to place the blame at where it is, so then you claim both sides.
Let me get through hold on, Juke. Let me get to the video. We just ignore them because see what they don't never want their favorite fighters to just be wrong. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. That's it.
And then, the people that, support me, man, Bud it is, Bud that. Then some fighters fight themselves getting caught up in that, and then they asked about it. Oh, man, he easy work.
So Booth got caught up in something, or he just think he can beat your ass, Bud?
That's all it is. And it's been that.
He can think you easy work. This is what I'm saying. And this is what people are saying is disrespectful. Because he said Bud is easy work. And I'm asking, if Boots is disrespectful, what is Bill and Devin? I've been asking that all day. And y'all know how they do me when I ask a question. They just keep the conversation going. Because nobody ever had no answer. How is Boots disrespectful if they not? I
I've
don't
never seen
understand
no
that.
shit
I
like
don't
this.
understand how people can be like Boots was being disrespectful. So thinking Boots thinking he can beat Bud is disrespectful.
That's
Because
correct.
that
Like
sounds
I
like
said,
that's what y'all saying.
if you're
Because
not,
because because Boots don't want to be boxing brothers with Bud. He in his feelings and he mad about it. He acting like an insecure, bitter baby mama, sitting up
nah,
here
for real.
talking negative every chance he gets, saying dumb shit that makes absolutely no sense at all. And then you put a battery pack in your fans' back to run around. Bud fans have they try to make fun of Tank fans, but Bud fans have a weird emotional attachment to him. It's very weird, and it's like they can't see no wrong in whatever he say. It got to be like just the word. Is no critical thinking. There's no like nah, Bud tripping with that one because Bud is tripping with this. For him to say, "Oh, I gave Boots all his motion," he is tripping. How is he not
Exactly.
tripping?
You know what's crazy about this? And this is me, like I hate that Bud's doing this because I don't want him to go down like, okay, people think I'm not a fan of Bud because no people think I ain't a fan of nobody when I critique people I like. It's like they just think that. So whatever. I can't meet those allegations, right? Because I critique everybody. I was perfectly happy with Bud's career. You know, even though you didn't do all the things I wanted you to do, he didn't do everything I wanted him to do. I thought he could have got more out of it, but fine, you ended on top. Cool. But this is to me, you're gonna end up being. I don't want him to Nicki Minaj his career. And no disrespect to Nicki Minaj fans. I don't want him to Nicki Minaj his career.
He already did it. He did. It's
where
done.
you end up being known more for hating on other people than what you actually produced. And he's on that road. And I say that because
on the road again.
He has his right to like say what he wants. But it's the amount of interviews he's doing. Like literally, this is like Bud's third or fourth consecutive interview where the highlight is about Boots. And it's looking crazy. Like people consider Floyd as like the haters. He didn't even do this. Like he will say something a little there, but I've never. What really got me was the day. So, when Boots fought Xander, that next morning when I woke up, Bud already had an interview, and I'm like talking about the Boots fight. And I'm like, when did you book this interview?
His post fight
I've never in all my years seen anything like it. I'm like, he's done more interviews than Boots himself about Boots. And I'm like, this is looking a little obsessive, bro. And to him saying, oh, I made Boots and that's who they compare him to, that lets me know you weren't paying attention to Boots. Because do y'all remember who the very first person they compare Boots to?
Roy Jones.
Absolutely. It was Roy Jones. If you go back and watch the Boots fights pre-Spence vs. Bud, everyone was comparing him to Roy. They were not comparing them to Boots. Boots did not build his name off of Bud. They were comparing him to Roy.
And all that shit started because of Boot. All that shit started
Everyone
because
was
of Bud.
praising Boots, and then he wanted to fight. I mean, they were praising Boots, comparing him to Roy. Then Boots was like, okay, I want the winner. I'll take Bud, I'll take Spence. And then they act like it's some form of disrespect. And I saw someone comment earlier, like Boots would have did better by getting on Bud's team than going against him. And I'm like, is this Big Brother? This is a reality show? This is boxing. This is we got
what team? What team?
That's what they said, girl. They were talking about alliances. I'm like, alliances? And that's something that the Bud, as much as I love Bud and Shakur, they are like making boxing about, like they're turning it into a reality show. We got to create alliances and go. They're ruining it. What do you mean he had to befriend the Bud and make alliances? What? This is gladiator sport.
Notice though, every time it all started when Bud got on that Gillian Wallow podcast, Lion, basically trying to paint Boots as a duck. So ever since that situation, it's always been tension, but it never been from Boots' side though. All Boots said is shit. If they send a contract, I'ma sign it. I want to fight them. And from that point on, it seemed like every interview that they did, from Bernie to Bomac, anytime Boots' name got mentioned, bro, they got tight as hell. They got angry. They got mad, and they started being disrespectful.
And that's what I'm saying. How Boots a hater and disrespectful? When you just screaming at your phone saying you would have ended his career and knocked him the fuck out? Is that not disrespectful? According to y'all? So let me get through this, because I just like, y'all need to tell Bud to just hush, bro. Like it just don't. He 40. You 40, Bud. You 40, and your braids start where your ears start, and you won't hear harassing Boots.
Now wait a minute, 2CENTS. I need you to leave Bud alone with his hairline. God dang it, he's an older gentleman.
I'm gonna need him to leave Boots alone.
Oh, okay.
Easy work for no man. You know what I mean?
No.
That's just, you know, disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you just head over the hype.
Right.
You know, and I don't look at no fighter as easy work. That's
Lies. You just said you would knock him the fuck out, and you would have ended his career before it started. Like, what are you talking about? This dude is
victim shit, bro. That's that
it's giving narcissism,
shit.
bro. It's giving narcissism.
Professional on
And
that
then
level.
notice
I don't
too.
care who you is.
Right.
Like I gotta.
What you say, Peyton?
No, I was gonna say. Notice he never said what was disrespect. What Boots did that was disrespectful. He just kept talking, but he never stated what Boots did that was disrespectful.
He was saying he was easy work.
I think that, like, and it's so crazy. This is something I'm noticing. Like this whole, like, my thing is this. Boots, this is what I think. This is why Bud looks so crazy. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm not saying that Bud has not earned the right to critique Boots. He actually earned the right to critique Boots. He earned the right to, because, like, you know, you did your thing. I ain't got a problem with it. My thing is that you are not even a year removed from the sport, and you keep bringing up the conversation in relation to yourself. So this is what is really bugging me. Okay, Boo said he didn't single you out about saying easy work. They were asking Boots a whole bunch of stuff, but that was after, again, Bud initiates things, and then when people respond, people do this whole both sides BS. Bud is the one that came out like, I would have ended his career before it started, blah, blah, blah. So then they asked Boots about what he, who he would be. Every person he said, easy work, I stop you, easy work, I stop you. And then he didn't put Bud on a pedestal and differentiate him. So that may have made Bud feel away. But the reality is that you had the opportunity to fight him. It didn't happen. I don't think that means Bud's a duck. No, but you didn't. So you have to be comfortable with your decision. I think that Bud's is okay. Like I think he thought he can live with that decision, but now it's bothering him because Boots is everywhere now, right? And so I just feel like now he's acting like he was disrespected because someone wants to challenge him. And I think when it comes to like that sector of fighter with the whole clan, whatever they got going on over there, if you're dangerous, you're the friend, and if you're not, they want to fight. I don't know. That's what it's starting to look like. And maybe he feels like, but to me, I've never seen, and I can be wrong. Please hit a link, show me something. I remember Boots saying, "Oh, Bud trash. He ain't fought nobody." Da da da. He has never diminished Bud. He said Bud's a great fighter, so I'm going to fight him. I think I'm better. I don't understand why he's so upset. And then the last time we heard Boots mention Bud, he said, "I'm not about to argue and talk about a retired fighter. It's over and done." Why can't Bud do the same thing? Why can't Bud say, "Hey, I'm retired. I ain't worried about that. I think and just critique his fights. Remove yourself from the situation." Just like Boots, he doesn't even regard you in that way anymore because you're retired. I feel like it's Bud who's keeping this conversation going. Boots has moved on. We talking about Boots unifying, and Bud still talking about him and Boots. Move on, bro.
All right, let me finish the video. Here we go.
Prepare for you, you know, to a certain extent that, you know, you could possibly threaten to beat me, or you wouldn't be in this position. So for him to sound easy work is just like, man, you disrespectful, boy.
Yeah. Okay. Triple dog. Triple dog. No, he ain't easy work. 42. No.
So now you see in the
And
fight
these
is
niggas Johnson bouncing. All I hear is Boeing.
Yeah, that's all it is. If a nigga ain't
that's
Johnson
out there
bouncing a
right
nigga, then
now.
all of a sudden they
What
hate.
fight you really want to see? What's like?
All right. I'm gonna ask one question, then we're gonna move on to the next topic. Now, can somebody tell me when Boots said this and Bud was active, how come this wasn't disrespectful? And Bud didn't get on his phone and start screaming at it.
Terrence Crawford, got his. How would you fight a fighter like Terrence Crawford? Got his switches, can fight inside, outside.
Me or somebody else?
How would you fight him?
Me? Whatever he think he can do, I do better. So he a great fighter, Crawford a great fighter, but it's just different over here. Fast, strong, young, smarter, defense is way better. He a great fighter though. Don't take nothing away from him. But you just gotta, with him, you gotta outthink him, and then outpoint him, outsmart him, walk to him a little bit, keep touching him, and touch that body, and that's how you get him.
Okay. Thanks, Boots. I appreciate it.
Yeah, all right.
How would you fight?
So my question is, how come Terrence Crawford ain't come out screaming at his phone when Boots said that when he was active?
Cause that nigga trying to stay relevant.
And that's my thing. Like, I understand that, after Bud beat Spence, a world of opportunities opened up. So you're gonna take the bigger opportunity. I don't fault Bud for that. That's why I never called him a duck or anything like that. But he absolutely had the opportunity to fight Boots. He chose not to. So my thing is, you need to live with your decision. And now, so I think that he felt like, hey, I can live with that decision because I can get the public and the masses know, oh, I would have beat him. And you settled on a hypothetical win, and now it's not going over as smoothly as you thought. So now suddenly Boots is disrespectful. Anybody who think you is disrespectful, like you feel like you're supposed to be in a certain echelon where no one should question you. People out here saying they could beat freaking Sugar Ray Leonard. You're not at Sugar Ray Leonard level. I'm sorry, I don't care nobody say he not. You ain't did what Sugar Ray Leonard did. People be saying, oh, I would have beat Sugar Ray Leonard. I would have beat Tommy Hearns. I would have beat Durant. So you think that you're exempt? That's why you got to get the most.
So I think. Yeah, I just feel like so for Boots being competitive and being in a competitive sport, him saying that he can beat Crawford is being disrespectful. All right, you got it, bro. If he think you easy work, that's his opinion.
Exactly. He said Boots should thank him though. Like what's up with these fighters and thinking people should thank them and pay homage and all? Like, listen, if it happens, it happens, bro. You don't get to walk around and tell people they should pay homage to you. Like, that's not how that works.
And what's crazy is that I can't even say that Boots really. I can't say that Boots like used Bud's name to get up there because at the time Spence's name was bigger. If you were going to try to clout chase anyone, it'd have been Spence. Now he clawed out Spence too, but I really can't ever say that Boots really clout chased. I think he's carved out his own lane. And again, Boots was already being compared to Roy way before Spence even beat Bud beat Spence. So he doesn't owe you anything. And I just think that I need him to cope with his decisions and accept it and move the hell on because everyone's moved on. We looking at Boots and unification. We ain't thinking about Bud no more. Retire and move on.
All right. Well, let's go to this and then we're gonna talk about the Lamont Roach fight. And I gotta hop off a little early tonight. But let's take a trip down memory lane for a second. Because this is out of the whole Keyshawn and all that situation, this is what I want to talk about the situation, right? This is the thing that I want to point out. Let's take a look at Exhibit A.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, so-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? He got hit with a brick. Debo might get hit with a brick. Talk some Latins and Spanish people. No, don't pick on them. Pick on me. Keep picking on Craig, and you're gonna figure out what's gonna happen. Go get hit with a brick. And I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing. Hit the brick. hit. Belt, nigga. So organic, so genuine. Pick on me. I want you to pick on me. Tell Debo come this way. What you talking about? You know what Craig did to him. I'm gonna be.
Why would he say so authentic, so genuine? Why would he yell that, first of all? Second of all, do you see how he laughing? There's people in the background laughing. Like let's look at this hindsight. Like, do I need to run it again? He can't even keep a straight face. He can't even be serious doing this. Let's take a look at this one. Hold on. Because they all been playing this whole time, if you ask me. Because there's no way you spent all this time doing all this type of stuff only to turn down your highest payday.
Man.
Keyshawn, you're not nobody. You had the belt for 2 seconds. You lost at the next fight on the scale. How was you turning down $2 million?
Nobody had an idea I was going to 147. I didn't even know that shit. I woke up and I was 147. Damn. No, hey, look, I am not lying. I don't got no reason to be weather right now. I woke up early in the morning and I was 147. I'm like, damn.
Why do you have to say you not lying? I don't understand these people. Why do you have to say you not lying, Keyshawn?
Somebody love me. No bullshit. I was like, somebody love me because I don't know what the hell did I even do? Well, even a champ at 140, they made me a 47 mandatory. Damn, somebody love me. Somebody in the boxing game love me. And let's talk about this. Let's talk about last year.
So, do y'all get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
With these videos, like, what was the plan? Like, what was the point of all? Think about this, y'all. We've been dealing with this for weeks. 4 weeks. First, you was dealing with the Shakur Devin situation when Shakur already knew he was signing Zuffa. Then you dealing with the Keyshawn, the purse bid, and all that. Then they did the first public purse bid. Let's take a look at that and see what that looked like. Now, mind you, guys, we're looking at all of this in hindsight because, Jude, let me ask you a question, Jude. What does it mean if they never do another public purse bid?
My bad. I don't know, right? Because like I'm trying to think. I feel like they have done a public purse bid before. Maybe they have. If so, it's been a long time. I don't remember. But
I thought they said it was the first one.
It probably was. I'm just trying to. Sometimes you forget more than you remember. I think if they don't do another one, it does make me realize why they picked this specific one to do it publicly. Because I don't understand why they made this public. I don't think this fight was so big that it required a public purse bid.
It was not big like that at all. Key with the T back in the building. So let's take a look. Just real quick. I just want. Does anybody know if this was the first public purse bid? I believe it was.
I believe
think
it
they
was.
were saying that Devin made history. First of all, they said Devin made history because with the first public purse bid, when it would actually be the WBO making the history with the first public purse bid, not Devin. So let's just take a look at this real quick. This is what the purse bid looked like. It kind of looked like a parody-ish. But let's just watch a few seconds of it.
Is it me? Because I can't hear anything.
Me neither.
Okay, they had it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
y'all
low.
can't hear?
No,
Y'all can't
it's
hear?
low.
No,
No,
I didn't hear anything.
me neither.
Y'all put a one in the chat if y'all can hear. Can y'all hear now?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Hey, can you hear?
Nah.
I
Well,
can't hear
anyway.
2CENTS.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'll take it off anyway. It that was just it was muffled. The sound was terrible. That was the WBO's live purse bid, right? The first one, and that's cool. But watching how everything played out, and now looking back to the Keyshawn antics, the showing up at Craig house, and all this stuff, and all of that, and calling him out, and all of the laughing and playing, and never really seeming serious about the call outs. You all at the beach in the water calling people. So it's like, what is the agenda behind this? Like, what was the point of all of this? What was the point of all of this? Like, why did you did you go through weeks and weeks of bullshit? And I don't know if y'all was on here earlier when I showed that the Zone has officially announced Tio as a partner with them. And they got a whole post with Tio, a picture. Matter of fact, let me pull it up so I can show y'all. And I was wondering, when are they gonna announce Devin them in the Zone deal? When is Devin's the Zone deal gonna be announced?
I thought they already did that, right?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Not officially.
So but didn't they say that he had signed with him? Am I mistaken that page?
Well,
No, they haven't even signed. They haven't said it. It's always been sources that was saying that.
It's
But
Sean
nobody.
Zettel and Dan Raphael.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I'm trying to be fair. I can understand if it takes them a minute because the Zone just like officially announced the Tio situation recently, but Tio told us about his deal. Has that been like a week or two ago?
But then Tio also announced the fight. Devin getting with the purse bid.
No, I'm just saying, but Tio told everyone that he had a deal directly with the Zone as a fighter, no promotional company involved. But that was like a week or two ago, and now they're just putting it like the Zone is just acknowledging it today because I'm noticing the CEO of the Zone acknowledged it, like was it today or yesterday or something like that. So
Yeah.
maybe it takes some time, I don't know.
But why he go to purse bid then, Ju?
Well, according to what Dan Raphael's saying, and it does make sense. I know some people are going against it. I don't want to. I can see where it makes sense. It's like so everyone was saying, okay, the mandatory the bidding minimum was like 250,000 or something like that, and some people were a little surprised that Top Rank bid so high. But if Devin, I do think that the fact that they bid, which is, I mean, it wasn't super high, but they were reasonable. And we all know that Top Rank loves to nickel and dime. The fact that they did nickel and dime is because they may have felt like they weren't going to be on the hook for all of it, or maybe because they got some extra money. I don't know. So according to what Dan Raphael is saying, it's because Devin already has a deal, and they only got maybe Top Rank will only have to truly worry about Keyshawn's portion. I don't know. This is so much mess, but there is space for that argument. But maybe he does have a deal, and again, maybe they'll announce it in a couple of days, or a week or two. Because again, Tio said this about a week or two ago, and now they're finally acknowledging it. So if the Zone don't say nothing in the next week or two, then we can now I'm gonna start questioning. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the official announcement. That's all. I'm not saying he do or he don't. I'm just saying I'm waiting on the official announcement. Speaking of Keyshawn, I don't know if anybody has heard this. Pate alluded to it earlier, but apparently Jay Prince is caught up in this whole Big U situation with the extortion thing, I guess. It said Big U took the feds to Jay Prince's house in Houston. It says November 5th, 2022, blah, blah, blah. Convicted surveillance, da, 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 da. So The paperwork never lies. MMJR doesn't listen to the outsiders. Why? Because the loudest boos always come from the cheapest seats. And plus, when you're in the game, dropping 35 a night, star player in the game, why would I give a fuck? I don't know what this is about, but it's something going on in Houston. James Harden then got caught up in some shit with trafficking, I believe. Him and I got to look more into it, but it's a lot of high-profile athletes caught up in that situation. It's a lot of high-profile athletes that have been getting extorted. So, you know, some people say Jay Prince is a Fed. I don't know, but his name is in the situation. His son name is in a lot of things. So it's a lot that be going on with Jay Prince in the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is crazier than like the reality shows. There's just too much going on.
Oh, it's great. That's why I do boxing. It's always, you know.
That's why I was trying to see if it's more. I want to know if it's more to that Keyshawn situation than something. Because I think it's more to that.
As far as what?
As far as as far as him pulling away from that fight. I don't know if it's just completely about. I believe it's more so about money more than anything. But regardless of the fact, you can't. That's still your highest payday, bro. And I mean, you do got Jay Prince now inside your pocket. So I mean, whatever his fee is, along with John Dubin and all them, bro, you got a lot of people you got to pay when you ain't had all that at first.
But you said that, but I think that's a crazy talking point. Like it says, Keyshawn Davis' manager is taking 30%. That will be $600K out of a 2.1 million purse. Is absolutely insane. Keyshawn Davis is the one putting his life on the line in the ring, not the manager. The math is ludicrous.
But I think
okay. Go ahead, Keith.
Hey Price Boy, hey Cash, good to see y'all. Hey J Man. So I think though, when you get into boxing, that comes with the territory, right? So
Yeah.
there's always going to be a percentage in which the managers and everything take. My understanding is that Keyshawn expected more. I think he was expecting a bigger purse, and which he was willing to collect to pay for it all. But he did sign over, as 2CENTS was stating, right? He's with Jay Prince them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no telling how many hands is coming out of that pot with Top Rank, Jay Prince, and everything. So it could be less than that, less than the 600K. It could be like 3 or 250. And his mindset might be, why am I and plus on top of that, belt fees, right? If he was to
Yeah.
win that fight against Devin Haney. So why am I gonna be doing this? And I'm only walking away with this amount. No, I want something bigger. So maybe
Yeah.
that's where his mindset is at. But I mean, honestly, he should have prepared for that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree with everything he just said. And the only little thing I would add is that, like, you're right. Like, everything he said is absolutely key. The one thing I would add is that, like, that's the same thing I've heard, is that, like, he was expecting more because, and this is the dangers of like social media and rumors and narratives, is because people been talking about all this money that Devin Haney brings, and Turkey Al Sheik will bring this money, and he's thinking, if Devin's getting 12 million, I get 5 or 6, and I think that he thought that. So when he saw he was gonna get 2 points, like not even 3 million, 3-4 million, I think that like sometimes these fighters buy into.
But he said he knew the numbers, Ju.
Right, I agree. And so, and that's why I said that's a potential. No matter what, Key ducked. Just like
No, Juke, no.
What you mean?
Yeah, that
No,
nigga's a dump.
I'm just joking, Lord. You know that Keyshawn fans would be up on your top.
all I'm just saying is that I agree with everything you said. Real quick, all I'm saying is that Key, everything you said, I agree with. But
No.
like
I agree with you. I'm being facetious because Keyshawn fans finna be on your top, right?
No, you know what? Thank you for you right. I need to shut up sometimes.
But let me give you some pushback,
They
Jupe.
gonna be like, Jupe is
hold
the
on,
devil.
hold on. Let me give you some pushback, right? I get it. Trust me, I get it. Well, you show you 15 fights in, you da, right? But this is my thing with this situation. How can Devin Haney fans not understand when Devin felt like somebody got that shoe paid for? You got to mute.
Somebody's echoing.
That shoe paid.
It's always paid.
Let me
Paid
mute
be
paid. You got to
echoing.
turn this volume down. When Devin Haney felt like when Devin Haney feels like he's not getting paid what he deserves, whether he's right or wrong, nobody has a problem with it.
Now that 2 Cent, and that's the duality of it. I 1,000% agree. Keyshawn could absolutely use the same argument that Devin argues, right? So I'm not like about to go in on Keyshawn because honestly, I mean, you already know how I feel. I've said earlier, but I get what you're saying. But the other thing I didn't get to get out, I'm gonna make it real quick. That might have been a part of it. But another thing I'm considering, Top Rank is known for once you get a title fight, it extends your contract. And so now you're not getting what you thought you're going to get. And if you take this title fight and you become a champion or you fight for a championship, it extends your contract. That's typically how a lot, not all, but a lot of top ranked contracts are written. So that may, I'm not giving him an out. I'm saying that's what it is, but you're right, 2Cent. And you're right, also, Key. I gotta watch it because I already got like 18 fan bases against me and gunning for me. So I gotta keep it cute when I'm.
It don't matter what you say.
We gonna whoop they. We gonna tear them up.
It don't matter
Anybody.
what you say.
I got everybody coming at me from, but you're right.
Anybody that come at you, we bang. I jump. Period.
Thank you. I got my girls with me. What y'all want to do? We outside. What you want to do?
Where you from, Key? What street you from? They say you from 63rd?
Girls, not from 64, if you feel me. We jumping.
Hey, on what side? What we doing? What we doing?
We jumping, period,
Right,
period,
jumping.
Jumping.
So you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It's very, 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 very hypocritical what they're doing right now. Everybody. And I'm like, I mean, I get it. He should have took the fight and this and that. But at the same time, it's like, y'all let Devin Haney get away with the shit. Fight after time after time after time.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, 2Cent, because they were saying there's some 30%, 30%. And now you're giving him 25. Like, you gotta think about that. Like,
but it just shows that Bill Haney got these people under hypnosis.
Yeah.
Like, watch this. Let's listen to what Clarissa Shields got to say.
And get more money. Say this.
And I would have to agree.
A fan of both guys. I fought against Christina Hammer for 150K undisputed title, right? I wanted way more than that. She couldn't get no more than that, but that's what it was. She was 21-0, 10 knockouts. It was a big risk. I only had like 7 fights. I took that fight. I beat her. Then after that, I was able to go and get more money and get bigger and better fights. But that fight had to get out the way first. So me, if I was Devin, I would have said, you know what? Let me take this little bit of money and then prove everybody wrong, beat them, and then in my next fight, let your niggas know, yo, I got to pay up to see Keyshawn Davis fight. That's me. Now, listen, everybody know I love Keyshawn down. Me too. I love Devin Haney. I don't think Keyshawn is scared of Devin Haney, but I think you should take that money and prove everybody wrong, and then move forward. Say this.
Why nobody ever said they think Devin should have took the money? Why nobody ever said that? Yeah. But when it comes to Keyshawn, everybody think he should have took the money. No.
Because everyone is kind of salty with that guy and don't like him. All right, and that's the thing. Like, you see how earlier when you asked about Jake Paul, I could admit I don't particularly like him. But I can admit when you're right and wrong, like a broke clock is right 2 times a day. I can compartmentalize, and some people cannot. And so I agree. Like Devin should have jumped. I don't care if it was January 2028. Should have took it. I'm sorry, right? So and Keyshawn messed up too. And I really want to. And what's crazy today, we didn't really get to go into the Keyshawn aspect because everybody wanted to argue some. You use this to argue some other stuff, but like. Keyshawn, you've messed up so much. Even if this wasn't what you wanted, I think you should have bet on yourself. Because if you imagine if he got in there, I would pick Devin to win that fight. But imagine if he would have gotten there and stopped Devin. Oh my God. Everything changes.
Stock suit skyrockets.
And just as an example, someone said today, remember back when Tank was tweeting on his little weird account, and we found out that when he fought his first championship and fought what's his name? God dang it. I can't think of the man he fought for his first championship, but they call him Spider. Pedraza. Tank took 75,000. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, he took 75,000 and was the underdog. And you got folks acting like they can't take millions. I can't. I mean, like, y'all can. I get Tank is not perfect, but God dog it, he believed in himself way more than any of these dudes did. He took 75,000, y'all. He confirmed it.
Yeah, that's bad. It's bad for him because
and think
the
about
fact
that he
that
still got to pay promoters and stuff out of that 75,000. And you mean tell me you arguing over millions? I don't respect these dudes.
yeah, because if you gotta think though, even if Keyshawn takes that, if he takes that offer and he beats Devin Haney, bro, you can now you the man of that you pretty much become the money man of that division. No, you wouldn't. But you can go to the table with Top Rank and ask for a higher percentage next time you fighting, and you will get the lion's share of the money because you're the champion. I don't know what his thought process was.
Yeah, and I get, like, again, maybe when he did that, it would have extended his contract. There might be some particulars. Either way, you did too many skits, was popping too much stuff, and for someone y'all degrade, like diminish, like,
But he
pays
knew
for
that
stuff,
though.
and Tank do a lot of stuff that is foul, and he got my nerves sometimes. But he paid the cost to be the dang on boss. And I'm sorry, the rest of them didn't.
Hey, y'all be sure to help support the channel. Make sure you punching that like and subscribe button. Y'all know we always have a goal to hit 20 super chats every episode. Right now, we're at 3. If y'all are enjoying the show, we got 50 people in here. If you enjoying Ladies Night, let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. And let me know and drop it below in the super chat just to support the channel. We do got bills. It ain't free to run a YouTube channel, y'all, contrary to popular belief. But okay, we're gonna talk about this, then we're gonna get on the Williams to pay to fight. Now, I remember seeing yesterday so many quote unquote Tank hate channels making videos about this video. And in the video they were making, they were talking about how the Tank fans was talking about this video. It just was weird. I was like, if y'all want to make a video about Tank, just make the video about Tank. But if you know how content creation works, sometimes you want to grab things that are viral and make content with it because it's trending. So that's the reason they were making videos with this video. Because for some reason, irrelevant ass Tank got 1.1 million views putting on a pair of tennis shoes.
Man,
that is so crazy.
Hey, by the way, though, Force is fire though. I think
You know
the
what,
reason
babe?
I
I
think
was
a lot
gonna
of
say
people.
the same thing. Those are really, and I'm a Taurus, so green is like our thing. Like those are sexy. Go ahead, babe.
No,
That's
I
what
love
you
those. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm a Taurus. Oh my, you a Taurus?
Might have to look into
Yes, I'm a
them. She
Taurus.
fire.
Jupe, are you a Taurus?
No, I'm not. But that makes so much sense, though.
What do you do?
What's your sign, Drew?
I'm an Aries. We both got the horn.
Oh yes, you right after. Yeah.
Oh, I get
Okay.
along with Aries. I'm a Sagittarius.
Ain't nothing better than a Sagittarius.
I'm an Aries. I love
Hey,
Sagittarius.
what are you?
I like you. You a Sagittarius?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Yeah.
When's your
I'm a
birthday,
Sagittarius,
Paige?
Drew.
My
best
birthday is
male
December 9th.
friend, my
I've
best
never
male
talked to.
friend is a Sagittarius.
One of my best friends is an Aries.
I've never talked to a Sagittarius or I've never talked to a Sagittarius.
That's a lot because you're doing it now. I'm
You've
just
been talking to me.
Well, now I am. Well, now I am.
Just playing.
Now I am.
That
I'm
explains
playing.
it.
Now I am.
We both got the horns, baby. We both got the horns.
You've been talking to me this whole time, Key. I'm a Sagittarius.
I didn't know you was a Sagittarius.
But
Oh my
listen.
goodness.
My chat is filled with Sagittarius.
Wait
Y'all
a
be
minute,
surprised how
Tuesday,
many
what's
people.
your
I May 13th, baby. Big dog in the building. Big dog
Hey,
in the building.
Tuesday, when your birthday?
November 25th.
What?
Tuesday, what's your sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
That's why I like you. Oh my God, this is why. This is why I like y'all. It makes sense.
Man, I'm trying them Sagittarius, bro.
My
Not two
very
cents.
best friend is a Sagittarius. He's a man. He's like one of my top. That's my baby. I love him to death. You know, not in that
Now
way,
two
but
cents.
still.
2 cents. What's our biggest trait as what is our biggest trait as a Sagittarius?
Damn natural
Our
born
biggest trait being
killers.
smart.
Yes,
I thought you was gonna say we get
intelligence.
bored. We
And
get
by the
bored
way,
fast.
you know why Aries
Oh
get along
man.
with Sagittarius? We're both fire signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
Well,
bored fast.
And then
For sure.
you said you were a Taurus, right?
yes, ma'am. Hey, Robert. Exactly.
I
Taurus
think
gang, baby.
it's Taurus Earth, or I think y'all Earth or
We
Oh,
are
J
Earth. Yes,
J
we are
Man,
Earth
J
signs.
Man, you a Sagittarius,
that
J Man?
explains it. Y'all feel, yeah, that explains
Dorius
it.
is
Tell
a
them, J man, we the
Sagittarius.
best, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
J-Man is
Nah, Taurus.
Sagittarius do something
Taurus
to
is
your
the
life.
best. Taurus is the best. We are the best.
Man, them Sagittarius do something to your life. You might hate us at the end, but we do something to your life.
Nah, don't hate me. That's on you if you hate me.
I'm
That's
gonna
on
find.
you.
I'm gonna definitely find out. I've never talked to a Sagittarius on that
Oh my
level.
God! Like my very like my.
A
I think
Sagittarius,
listen, it can go either
Scorpio.
way. You got to get you a developed Sagittarius
Yep.
because it's opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to the Sagittarius. So you got to
Swear
get
to
you one
God.
that's the
You ain't
developed.
lying.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want that other. You don't want that other.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know what
trying
I'm
to
Hey,
tell
Big
saying?
you.
Coot. Also, it
That's
has
why
to
I
be.
said
So it has
that.
to be a
That's why I say
mature
that, 2 cents.
Sagittarius.
Yes,
I
yes.
said
It's
you
so
gonna
funny
love
because
us.
like
I said
my
you gonna love
niece.
us in the beginning, but you gonna hate us at the end.
No, like like I said, like my very best friend is a Sagittarius, and me and him just get like we battle, but like I love him down. Like that's my guy. And
Thank you.
my niece is a freaking Taurus, and she be giving me so much smoke.
Man, Taurus
I
gang is
don't
the
know.
best. Thank you, no cap. Taurus gang in the building. Oh,
Nah,
Aquarius,
it's
Lord
something.
Jesus.
Nah, them Gemini's, bro. Them Gemini. Nah,
Oh,
them
my
some
other best
two-faced
friend. I got a
people.
best friend that's an Aquarius too, and my son is an Aquarius. The one that
My
boxed.
mother is an Aquarius. Think about growing up with a mother that is OCD and a perfectionist. Oh my goodness.
Oh
Oh
my
my,
gosh,
oh
crypto.
my
Yes,
goodness.
Aries run this. We are the leader of the zodiac, the first sign of the zodiac. Absolutely. We are the first sun sign. What up, Cash?
Yeah, December. I'm a December baby.
They say them
Okay, so
December
I'm gonna put that. You
Sagittarius
said
hit
December
different though.
9th. I'm gonna put that in
Yeah.
my calendar so I can make sure I wish you a happy birthday. Hey, Thrill
All right, for
Hill.
sure, my baby. Appreciate you,
They say those December Sagittarius hit a little different though.
man.
Also
And
funny.
honestly, I've never talked to male Sagittarius. This is the most male Sagittarius I've ever talked to in my life. I've never, maybe one. My best friend's dad was a Sagittarius.
All right, see, this the problem though. This the problem with that. You wouldn't want to with us like we wouldn't be compatible today. That'd be the
No,
only issue. Cause we too much.
because we
We
think
be
we
too
smarter.
much
This
alike.
it'll be too much of a competition for sure.
It will. It will. I've dated another Sagittarius, but that motherfucker was a cheater. When I
I said the
Because
best.
that's what you know what Sagittarius and Cancers are known for.
yeah.
Y'all known for
Rich,
being
I know you're not a
cheaters
Sagittarius,
and physically abusers, bro. Like
but
Oh
y'all
hell
got
no!
a
I
rep.
don't know nothing
no,
about
because
that
But
part.
wait,
it's the
I thought
opposite
wait a
extreme too.
minute.
They're also very
Please.
faithful.
I thought the abusers were the
No,
Scorpios.
Sagittarius.
No, the and according to the FBI, the two most main
The
S
FBI,
killers is Sagittarius and Cancers. Isn't
because
that
Are
crazy?
you
Sagittarius is
are you
smart.
sure?
Maybe I'm just a different born breed, and I don't know, cause I ain't.
Yes, I get that from you. I think that you 2 cents are more evolved, but again, I don't come across a lot of I don't know why.
You know,
I don't know why.
I thought the most serial killers were like Capricorns and Scorpios.
Nah, Capricorn.
Are you sure?
Oh, now them Capricorns is something different.
Capricorns are controlling,
Man, what?
controlling.
Tell
Oh
me
my
about
goodness,
it.
they are controlling.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All I know is Aries are perfect and we're amazing.
Hell no. Hell no. My ex
They actually think
is an Aries. My ex is an Aries.
Right, and we're
Hell no. My
No,
ex
and
is
hell
an
no. I
Aries.
heard them.
And I be
and
trying to talk
hella
him off
competitive.
a dank on ledge every time we talk. He calls me probably like 3 months out of the
I'm
year.
not talking about the male Aries. The
Oh
women
my
Aries
God,
are
y'all,
amazing.
man, he is so. I'm like,
Cause
how do the females deal with you, bro? Like,
man, I'm trying.
golly.
I'm sorry, but I think I'm
Yeah.
amazing. And I'm sorry, but Aries are the leader of the pack. We are the leader of the zodiac. I'm just
But
gonna say it.
remember, Taurus is the
Man,
second oldest sign. So
It's a what?
outside of a Capricorn, outside of a Capricorn.
but they man, they done
Aries
told.
is
I
like
done.
Aries
Go
is
ahead, too.
literally the first sign. Like we're the first sign of the whole zodiac.
Man,
That don't mean y'all the best.
I heard Aries is narcissistic people. I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
gonna sip my tea.
No, you think I'm narcissistic?
I'm
No.
gonna sip my damn tea. I'm
No,
gonna sip
y'all.
my
I
damn
heard that
tea.
Juke just
y'all
said she the
narcissistic.
best. She just
Y'all
said she
narcissistic and y'all very
the
dominant.
best ever. And uh-oh.
But let me tell y'all, look, Tauruses, we are absolutely the finest. Okay. We are the people that hey, I'm so sorry. God dang it, dogs. Hold
No, you
on.
fine.
Hold on.
Your dog is out you. He's saying she a lie. She a lie.
And the last
No,
thing I would say,
my sister just walked in. So no, Tauruses are the best. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Tauruses are the best because we are reliable, dependable, we consistent. You feel me?
yeah,
We just love y'all the way that y'all are and
And guess what? I
everything.
love about Tauruses. I love and hate. Y'all bullheaded because y'all a bull and full of
No,
BS
we
sometimes.
are. We are no, but we're stubborn. Only like okay,
Yes.
I can't speak for everybody, but for me, as a Taurus, I'm stubborn if I know you telling BS. You feel me? But if my future boyfriend, my man was to tell me like, I got a job coming up in X, Y, and Z, like, bro, we finna get to that shit. Like, I don't be understanding why people got Taurus man. Oh baby, vet them.
Oh, they a
Vet
different
them.
they a different breed.
Vet them. Oh my God. They are one of the most
No,
deadliest
you
people
know,
ever.
who what sign I don't get. The only sign that I've not gotten along with is Virgo men.
Virgos are oh
oh, they
my
don't.
God, they are something else. Oh my goodness.
Virgos is some freaks.
They're never satisfied. Never
And they
satisfied.
complain and cry like, shut up.
No. You know
Yeah,
who complains and cries? A freaking Cancer. Oh my God. Oh
that's
my
another one.
God.
That's another one. But that's why I was when I asked you, Drew, what was your sign? I kind of knew that you like you said you're Aries.
Yeah.
She's very. I knew that because I saw it seemed something. I'm saying like they very dominant females.
Yep.
Can she?
Yeah.
I would say this about Aries. Our sign is a ram, and ram is the only animal that is known.
Your ass a Durango, Jew.
No. But get this. We
You is
are the
crazy.
ram. The ram is the only animal that is known to defeat what? Goats. So yeah, we're the cream of the crop. That's all I got to say about that, and that's a scientific fact.
All right, let's get to this. Wrap it up with the Zepeda Roach fight coming up. First of all, these some itty bitty dudes. Like, how big is Lamont Roach? Because he looked big. Like, do y'all still got this picture of him up here? He looks so
Yes.
big right here.
Which one? Who you talking about? Pause.
Maybe because so was this?
Look how big Lamont Roach look right here.
Yeah.
Now y'all know Lamont finna put hands and feet on Zepeda.
So this is a question though. Was this weigh-in a real weigh-in, or was it the one where they like did the fake weigh-in? Because if this is a real weigh-in,
Oh, I don't know if it's a ceremonial or not.
I don't think it was ceremonial.
But it's PBC. They don't do ceremonial, do they?
Huh?
Do
Yeah, PBC do a lot of
ceremonial?
ceremonials.
They do know PBC will do them depending. Like Tank, like there's certain fighters that don't do ceremonials. Like I have yet to see Tank do a ceremonial. This to me doesn't look ceremonial, and I don't recall getting because normally if it's ceremonial, like a reporter like Dan Raphael or something like that will tell us what the weigh-in was hours before the televised weigh-in, and I didn't see that. That's what makes me think this may have been a real weigh-in.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I didn't see the weigh-in results like this morning.
So that's how you know normally if it's legit or not. And I didn't see the weigh-in results until it happened. So maybe this is legit. And if so, then this makes sense.
All right, let's check out the weigh-in. And then I want to show y'all a very interesting video that I came across. Be sure to punch that like button. Let's see what's going on with this weigh-in. Have y'all seen that cartoon? I don't know the name of the cartoon, but they got this like little gray alien with the big old head. Have y'all seen that cartoon?
What are you talking about? You talking about not Family Guy. American Dad.
Is that what that is? That's what Lamont Roach looked like with that big like
You so mean.
long ass arm. I gotta find a picture.
I think that's American Dad. That's one of my favorite shows.
What's your favorite show?
One of my favorite shows is American Dad with the alien.
Oh my God, Key, you should have been here last week because me and 2CENTS talked about so many different TV shows.
Oh yeah, we was going in last week.
Yes,
we was
I got
reminiscing the whole chat.
We had a good little conversation about it.
What y'all think? What y'all think? What it's looking like?
Stephen said, "Look at them next to normal dudes." Hey, no evidence, no face, no case. Let me see.
That's crazy. Like
okay, let's look. First of all, Big Supreme says Zepeda look like the Mexican Jackie Chan. I think it's funny that he got that white thing tied around his head like that.
He's like he gonna do something. He do not have the power or the stamina of Pitbull Cruz as far as his punching power.
Zepeda a little bit taller.
Who y'all got for this fight? Because I think Roach might get him.
I'm gonna go with Roach. If I have to pick, I'm gonna pick Roach, but I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah, I think what I like about this fight is like this is a good style matchup. Like this is like I think this is gonna be a really good fight. I do lean Roach, right? I see what everybody is saying. Not you and the alien, y'all on the madness today.
Yeah, that's American Dad.
Doesn't that look like Lamont Roach?
That is not like Lamont Roach. Stop it. Y'all gonna stop hating on my Lamont, Lamont. Okay, I like Lamont. Despite what people think, I actually do like Lamont. I think I get what people saying. I keep hearing people saying like, oh, you know, like Zepeda has a path to victory. You know, his volume is just you never look great. So it does kind of put a little pressure on Lamont to like get a knockdown or a stoppage. He absolutely cannot draw in this fight. He cannot draw in this fight. Like you have to, like this is to me a do or die fight. He should see it as. But I think Lamont can do it. I think he's just more skilled. And I think he has more ways to win, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with Lamont. I'm not saying Zepeda don't have a way to victory. I don't think it's gonna be like the easiest fight, but I just feel like if you ain't learned nothing from the Pitbull fight, with everything you learn, you need to apply it here, and you should be okay. And I don't know, he might have to move a little more because of the volume, but I think he should be okay.
Okay. Hold on, yeah. Oh, go ahead, Keith.
I think that I agree with everything that you've said. But I want to add on, or not but however, I want to add on, I think that Lamont Roach keys to victory is his main key to victory is countering. Because we know that William Zepeda throw 3,000 shots per round. I'm sorry.
I said the same thing earlier. I say he throw 859,000. You gotta pick it, move out the way.
He remind me of that. Remember that game, Street Fighter. That dude that just be punching. Oh God, he just be throwing so many shots. Lord Jesus.
You talking the Haslam, right? You talking
yes, he just be throwing stuff. It don't look. William Zepeda. Look. What favors Lamont Roach in this fight is that William Zepeda don't have no he ain't got no plan. He just throw, right?
Right.
He ain't got no back foot. I don't know what the hell. Like he just got lucky, bro. And Lamont Roach is going to take this very serious, especially since he took that tumble with Pitbull Cruz. So what Lamont's gonna have to do, bro? He's gonna have to be on his Shakur, plus extra more countering, so that he won't get a draw. Because love you too. Have a good night. So that he won't get a draw, right? So you feel me? Lamont gonna have to bob and weave, bro. He gonna have to bob and weave to really get this going. Um, he's gonna have to definitely be on his back foot like he was with Pitbull Cruz for the first few rounds. And counterpunch. Now, the fight that I'm looking at, just like I did with his fight with Pitbull Cruz, is the Hector Garcia. Was that him? The one that Tank fought? Gosh, I forget his name. Was this Hector?
No, it's Hector.
It was Hector. Okay. So I'm looking at the Hector fight, and I'm also looking at Jupe and 2CENTS. What's that black dude that Lamont Roach fight before he fought Tank? What is that guy name? Why do I always forget his
Before he
name?
fought Tank, I think he.
Hold on, let me ask the chat a question, because I seen a video earlier of Lamont Roach trying on what they fighting for, the WBC belt, right?
Shit, I don't know, 2CENTS. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes, they're fighting for the bacon.
I seen a video of him.
Bacon belt that Shakur left.
I seen a video of him trying on the WBC ring, and I cannot find that video. They had his name on it and everything. Where the hell?
His name. I saw him looking at the box in the ring.
Yeah, can you send me that link? Oh, here we go. I got it. Never mind. I got it.
I didn't see him.
What is
this? This was hey, y'all gotta see this. Y'all gotta see this. Thought I had lost it for a second.
I think
what him standing toe to Zepeda?
Actually, y'all see that thing? Okay, the person right there, I think he's actually holding that box with the ring in it right by them.
Yeah, but look, this is what's crazy, because the ring.
It's beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Lamont is cute. I don't know what people be saying. Lamont is a cutie pie. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Lamont is extra zesty. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He cute though. He cute.
And he got hazel eyes.
And he got hazel, baby.
Ladies, calm yourselves down.
That's a no. It's a no for me with the hazel eyes.
Hey y'all, this is so funny because I remember when in the build up to Tank versus Lamont Roach, like the girls were going crazy.
Man,
I was like, I'm gonna need y'all to settle down. Like,
hey, them girls was tripping. They was.
And
tripping
what's so crazy is that I like low key. I date dark skins. You feel me? So when I'm attracted to a bright skin, I'm like, yo.
But you
like if you, I remember, I think it was some popular hip hop channel posted them, and the comment section when Tank and Lamont did the face off. I've never seen that many women, like not in a long time, in the comment section. And that's why I said they rematch.
Hey, I should have screenshotted some of those.
Women went crazy.
They were out of control with it. I'm like, these niggas is 5
But those are decent. They are good looking men. Like Lamont, like I don't like his antics. I don't.
Sweet.
Yeah, like
I don't like what he did. Yes, he do look a little. You feel me? But like at face value, aesthetic wise,
I mean, we can, like I said earlier,
Lamont is a nice looking man. Like Lamont, nice looking. The Charlo's nice looking. Y'all know Boo Boo out nice looking. Period.
No, we're gonna be real. We can compartmentalize. I try my best not to speak on fighters' looks because I try my best not to objectify them in that way.
I objectify them.
But if we're gonna be real, like I'll be honest and say, like, okay, some of these guys I don't comment on their looks because they're just too dang on young. Like you a whippersnapper, you're like, I'll say you're adorable, right? But I can't say like Lamont's not a bad looking guy.
Fine, Jupe. They're adorable. They're adorable.
No, these niggas like 30.
No, it's key. You're younger. No, you don't gotta say they're adorable. I'm saying for me, if you're like under 30, you're adorable. I'm not talking about you. You're adorable.
I know. I'm just joking.
Me, that's my rule. But no, Lamont Roach is a handsome man
Yes, he is.
I understand why certain women are attracted to Tank, right? I can get it. He's not bad on the eyes, right? I like this. Gotta be
No,
realistic.
he's
He's
not.
not. Women like Tank because he's just not bad on the eyes. He's kind of he's an attractive young man, right? I can be real, right? And same thing with the Charlos, same thing, and so forth. Like I don't think boxing don't realize like they haven't tapped into the female fan base that they could because, and I feel like Tank versus Roach was kind of showing them like, man, you can really tap into because the women was going nuts.
Yes, they
A
was.
lot of these guys just ain't cute.
Like I have cousins who don't even watch boxing, but they wanted to watch that fight. They're like, oh, they both so cute. I'm like, girl, what? And she just thought that was just so like the most gorgeous thing she ever seen in her life. But you just gotta like, but the promoters don't get that yet. They don't get it.
Let me
Let me tell you. Hold on, sis. Hold on. Look, look. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all. Look. Let me tell you. These are the fighters that can capitalize off their sex appeal. Okay, Tank Davis, Lamont. Call me crazy, and I can't stand him right now. But Cool Boy Seth always been bad
I
to
ain't gonna
me.
lie, Cool Boy is easy
Cool
on the
Boy.
eyes.
Oh my God, Cool Boy is so goddamn bad, Juve. He's so damn
Cool Boy?
cold.
I don't want yes, Cool Boy is easy
Cool
on the
Boy
eyes.
is so damn cold.
I'm trying my best to be perfect. I'm trying my best to be there. Cool Boy is for the average woman is
Fine.
very easy on the freaking eyes.
Cool Boy is so fine. Boost
But
Ennis
like,
is
a lot of
fine.
people like Tank because he just. I mean, I'm not saying that's the only reason.
Tank. You know what? You know what attracts me to Tank? He looks so innocent.
And he's like a super.
And he has very soft features.
Yeah.
Tank
He's
is
a
fine.
handsome young man, but he's a super
Yes.
in real life. Like he's
He a goddamn gremlin.
He's a
And
gremlin,
then
right? And I think that like I also think Tank has an aura beyond his like again like
yes,
my type.
yes.
Tank is wouldn't be my type. However, I understand like he's not. Tank isn't my type, but I understand why women
All
are
for
drawn
him.
to him physically. I get
Yeah.
it.
And not to mention Tank
But
is a
I think he's
Scorpio.
but
He a Scorpio.
he has an aura that you can't. He has something you can't teach. He just has it. He has it. Whatever it is, he got it. And you can't stand him sometimes. He just got it, right?
Right.
Cool Boy is not bad on the eye. It's a lot of guys who wasn't.
Cool Boy is fine. Charlos, the Charlo brothers.
The
Charlo brothers.
The Charlos are very to me.
Charlos is
eyes.
they are chiseled like
I think Jamel could model.
I wasn't trying to have this conversation.
I think Jamel.
Nah, we having this goddamn conversation. It's overdue. Charlos is fine. Charlos, I'm not even finna hold you. Charlos look good.
I ain't gonna lie.
Charlos look good.
I think the Charlos are very handsome. Like I do. They are handsome. I think everybody know Demetrius is handsome. Like we all know.
Which one? Demetrius Andre?
Yeah, he's handsome.
Oh,
and that's
girl,
what
you
made me
know.
mad.
Now you know.
To me, the Super Bowl of handsomeness is that's probably why I have a disdain for Eddie Hearns this day. The Super Bowl of handsome, like of the handsomes, was AJ versus Wilder, and we didn't get it. It's like
you know what? Anthony Joshua is fine though.
I'm sorry, and maybe I'm wrong. I think AJ. I'm sorry. I think Wilder is I think Wilder's gorgeous. I think Wilder is so handsome. He's not a pretty
Wilder. You know what gets me about him?
Gorgeous. I don't care.
You know what gets me about him? What throws me off?
He can dress. Wilder can dress too.
Wilder gets me with his facial expressions. Like, babe, just look straight in the camera. You ain't got to do all that.
Wilder got that Kevin Gates energy. Like they
Wilder's
yeah.
Wilder's one of the few boxers I don't mind saying is like fine as hell. I think Wilder's a beautiful man. Like if he wanted to model he could have modeled. Wilder has like really beautiful features, in my opinion.
You know who has beautiful?
You messed up. Wilder versus AJ would have got every woman spending their money. I'm like, you messed this up, bro. Because they don't even care who would have won. They'd have bought it just to see two beautiful men. Like,
nah, you know who also like I think he's very attractive. Y'all might think of this a little off, but it's something about him. It's the way like I like a guy that I know like just don't play. You feel me? Like They just got that toughness. Like,
Who?
man,
White?
no, David Benavidez. It's something about David Benavidez's face to me. I'm like, he
He
got it.
alright. David Benavidez.
I think David Benavidez is a cutie pie.
He's
But
not bad. Look, okay, I guess what I'm talking about is like, okay, like no, Benavidez is not an unattractive man. Like, I don't really think.
But Benavidez can dress too, though.
And these guys ugly because again, I don't want to feel like I'm objectifying anybody, right?
Stop it, Jupe. They gonna objectify. Stop. They gonna objectify us. Okay. Now, who you got in the 147 division? Who fast?
I will just say this: Benavidez is not something like I absolutely love Benavidez. Like, I can see what you mean, the aura and all that. I'm talking about like
even what's the other Morrell? David Morrell.
Now Morrell. Yeah,
David Morrell a baddie, and I've been to Cuba, bro.
Morrell is very handsome.
Cubans. My goodness.
Absolutely not, Teach. You are absolutely
no. There's some guys who no. I think Shakur is adorable.
Hell no. 2 Cents. Jupe, call it what it is. 2 Cents. Shakur cute. We can't stunt. Shakur cute.
Okay, this is my opinion.
No, Shakur is not attractive at all. He is such.
Why? Shakur is a cutie pie. 2 Cents. Shakur is a cutie pie now. Shakur is a cutie pie.
No, Shakur is not. I mean this meaning like okay. I'm talking about like phenotypically, just physically only. The reason why I never
I'm not into light skin guys.
It was somebody who said, "Oh, you got a crush on Tank." Tank to me is a child. I don't see him in that way. I understand why young women like him. To me, Tank is adorable. He's a cutie. I call them cutie patooties. I think Tank and Shakur are cutie patooties. I feel like Lamont has a different look about him that kind of takes him like I think he's adorable too. I understand why girls are going to, or young women are going to like them because they're easy on the eyes. They just are. I get it. And same thing with Cool Boy Steph. Cool Boy Steph is very handsome. It just is.
What about Africa?
Hold on, y'all. Girl, no. First of all, after seeing Africa run his mouth on that Fight Hype interview, he is not
okay. If I was to, I'm not. Again, I'm stripping the personality.
Yes.
I think Africa's a handsome young man.
Oh, log the fuck out, bro. Hell no.
You think Africa's ugly?
He don't look bad. He don't look bad. He
don't look bad, but he's not the cast me out. Okay, like we'll choose Cool Boy. We'll choose Cool Boy over Africa, bro. Cool Boy bad, bro.
Okay, but then again, you gotta remember.
All right, y'all. I gotta get to the video. I ain't got much time.
I think Wilder is like finer than everybody. So everybody got their preferences. Like my preference would be somebody who like Wilder. That's just me though. Right?
Wilder cute. He just got to stop making them faces.
No,
he's too tall. He's way too tall.
Like he has like the features.
I love him tall. I chop a tree down. Sorry.
Let's get to the video and Lamont Roach with that light voice and them hazel eyes. It'll be like, no, bro, get away from me. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Okay, this is the WBC box, right? The ring deal. Okay, watch this.
Hello.
You get it. It's beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Just
I can
look
open
at the
it.
key, so imagine how the ring.
Oh my god.
That looked nice.
This is real nice.
Added to your collection of bling.
Now his forehead
Why does
is
he look like he don't want to open it?
His forehead is disproportionately away from his hairline, but Lamont Roach still cute.
No, it looked like somebody messed up his haircut.
Oh my God, Key.
She asked me, do I get a trophy? I said, I get a belt and a nice ring.
Ooh, look at that. Do you see that?
How would I?
Dang. That thing shiny? Ooh.
Let me take it up for you.
This is perfect.
I think it matches your style.
We sized it right.
I don't know if y'all heard the guy that handed him the ring, but he said, let's see if we sized it right. I'm gonna keep going.
Where are the sunglasses?
Hey.
I can't handle it.
She gassing.
Well,
You're gonna be on the.
Yo, chill out. Chill out.
It's a nice fit.
Yeah.
This one might be it right here.
We will adjust it as soon as you win.
Exactly.
Then he says, we'll adjust it a little bit. He said, this the right fit right here. He says, we'll adjust it a little bit. Let's keep going.
I can't wait. This is a beautiful piece. Very beautiful.
Glad you like it.
Thank you.
Has your name on it already? On the side?
Has his name on the side.
So question, is this a ring for the winner or just you competing for it? Like, is this a, because I've seen they have a chain too. So do both parties get a ring just because they're fighting for the?
Let's finish the video.
Okay.
Because remember, that's the box that the guy was holding in the face-off. Let's keep going.
Has your American flag, the American eagle.
Yes.
Here side.
Wow, this is nice.
Liberty.
Man. Yes.
Freedom.
Yes. This is awesome.
Get into the details.
See? Got my name on it.
Got the hexagonal diamonds. Beautiful.
Crazy.
So sick.
It is absolutely crazy. This is nice.
Now, my question is the same as Jupe's. Do both of them get a participation ring that beautiful with all those diamonds and stuff in it? Do both of them get one? I couldn't find a video of Zepeda opening a ring with his name on it, fitted to his size, and they're going to have to make adjustments. I didn't find that video. I went down to the Zone's page. So I'm just curious, why do they have this box with the ring in it that's supposed to be for the winner that's fitted with Lamont Roach's name on it?
Well, my thing is, I thought that the winner got I thought that, and I could be wrong, because I thought the winner got like the pendant on a chain.
I think sometimes it could be a ring, sometimes it could be a chain. You don't know till the fight when they tell you.
I thought it was a chain.
One of the fights, it was a chain. I don't think it's
a keychain. I thought that's what they introduced. So now I'm wondering, do both fighters get a ring just as like, okay, like they're trying to step up their game? Because remember, like, okay.
But this is the championship ring, though.
They get it. Wait a minute. What kind of chain? The keychain?
Look, it came in this the championship ring, Juke. This is the box they had at the face-off, ain't it?
Well, I don't know. Because the only reason I asked is because there was a time where if anytime you compete for a WBC title, you got something. So, like, remember when you were talking about, like, you did the whole.
They give you like a little medal or something,
right? Remember you did the whole dedication to Spence, and then even though Porter lost, he had the little chain. Although it didn't have an actual physical chain, but it was a ribbon. It was a green ribbon, and then there was an emblem. Even though he lost,
that's a medal.
The winner got the belt. The loser still got like an emblem. So I always thought that the person who, no matter what you compete or not, you get something. So I just thought that this might be the new something. I don't know, because they changing stuff around. So maybe this is what that is.
This is because he said, my son just asked me, do I get a trophy? And he says, I told him if I win, I get a ring and a belt. That's what he just told his son.
Okay. So maybe they're sizing him up. I don't know. Girl.
He said, listen, Joe, this is great. Listen.
Okay.
Real nice.
Attitude.
Do I get?
Look at that.
Let's see if we sized it right.
Let's see if we sized it right, Jew. That's what he says when he hands him the ring.
So what you trying to say, 2CENTS, that it's already rigged?
So you saying it's free to try, right? So
I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking the question: why is the ring sized to Lamont Roach's hand, and why is his name already on it? Do they have one with Roach name on it, and do they have one with Zepeda name on it? Because I didn't see a video of Zepeda looking at the ring on the Zone Twitter page like I see this one of Lamont Roach.
No, you got an excellent point. So to me, the sizing part don't give me any weirdness, right? Because like, okay, like we got size you in case you win. It kind of reminds me of like the NBA, like, okay, in case what they tend to do is, although this is way more expensive, they print shirts for both sides, like depending on who wins ahead of time, right? And they just like they'll just destroy it or ship it off to a
It's
different
one
country.
ring, Ju.
Huh?
It's one ring.
Right, I agree. So and so I understand them sizing him, but if already engraved, that is weird.
So D Free, what you saying? This is a gift? Because he said his son asked him, "Do he get a trophy?" And he said, "I just told my son I get a ring and a belt if I win." So this is making me think that this is the ring that he's gonna get along with the belt if he wins.
Wait a minute. He's saying that he said he ain't gonna win, so they just gave it to him right then and there. You bogus, D Free.
You know what, Key? You about to start with the giggles because last week you started.
Okay, so y'all, because I gotta be out here in like 20 minutes because I gotta be up early. See,
Okay.
that's why y'all gotta go follow me on Kick, because in the future, once I get all my equipment, recording, my cameras and all that stuff set up, I'm going to be streaming like our day, like waking up, what do you eat, and we're gonna be talking. You know how they be doing on there when we go to fights and stuff like that.
Hey,
So
no
make sure
problem.
y'all go follow me on Kick, and I'm gonna be just streaming regular when I go to the gym to work out, just regular stuff. It's
Okay, can
pinned
you give
in
me
the
your
chat.
ab workout, please? Please record your ab workout. Thank you. Cause she said that she did track and everything, so I need an ab workout 2CENTS. Thank you.
I got you. I don't know, y'all. People in the comments is just acting like this ain't nothing. Like, la la la. But to me, this was
I
strange.
mean, it could or it may or may not. I don't know. The WBC been doing all this jury stuff lately, so I don't know. But we gonna find out by the end of tomorrow.
We finna find out exactly.
Oh, y'all know what? What time is the fight tomorrow? I might not be able to do no fight party because my son fight like number 30 tomorrow. So
your son
isn't it like at 9 or 10? Ain't it like that time?
Yeah, I'm assuming like 9 p.m. ish. So I didn't know your son fight tomorrow.
Yeah, that's why I gotta
he
be
gonna
out here
win.
tonight.
Period.
Yes, I'm praying. Let's bring it home.
Yeah. I think they might actually be giving the ring away tomorrow. They gave a ring away last year at this tournament. He lost the championship fight last year, so
okay.
Well, hopefully he pull it out this year. Let me see what else we got. Okay, so who y'all got winning the fight? Let's get the breakdowns, and then I'm gonna hop up off of here.
Juke, you go.
Tomorrow, like actually, and we didn't have time to like break down the whole card because I didn't realize that I forgot that like Conwell fighting. We got Muratalla fighting, right? And so just like when it comes to Muratalla versus Conceição, I absolutely got Muratalla winning. He should win. If he don't, I don't know what the heck going on. I'm rooting for the guy just named, Lord, can't think about it right now. I'm rooting for him to win. When it comes to the fight tomorrow, I mean, Roach versus Zepeda is a really good fight. Like it's a really good fight, and I can absolutely see it going either way. However, I'm gonna lean on Roach to get it done, right? Because to me, even though like Zepeda still got some pop and he does fight more, my thing is that to me, Lamont Roach should have been able to put together the things he learned from fighting both Tank and Pitbull to figure Zepeda out. And I think the key to both of their success is body shots, right? When somebody got a motor, you hit them in the stomach and you slow them down. And that's what you do. Same thing with Zepeda. People don't go to Lamont's body very often, and it seems that he has a short high for a reason. Go to the body. So I'm just excited to see a really, really, really good fight tomorrow. That's all I got on that topic. Although I will just say, there's two other topics that I think you need to bring up later, 2 Cent, but we'll talk about that later.
What's the topics?
Girl, this whole Turkey Al Sheik, him using a ring card to defend him against the New York Times.
I was gonna bring that up today, but everybody was so Keyshawn Devin.
Yeah, I get it. You had to like push it off because we got the key situation.
I knew they weren't gonna be
I'm sitting
listening.
like, dummy, you brought more attention to it. Like,
And it's so stupid. It's like, bro, if it's not true, why are you so mad? And why did you force the ring to post? Like, look at nobody was paying attention to that turkey. Like, he brought that shit out of boxing. Nobody paying
right, because that article was written in April. Another thing is, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see that the Senate got their own version, their own update?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that today too. I was gonna talk about that today too, but first of all, I needed y'all here so we could dig into the weeds, and then when y'all got here, we had to cover all the other topics because, we gonna cover it though because I talked about it a little bit before y'all got here, and what I said was they put a lot of things. And I said a lot of people are exposed right now because they put a lot of things in that original Ali Act that we told y'all is just absolutely not okay. And I said, for example, why is it okay for them to tell the sanctioning bodies what to do? How can they tell the sanctioning bodies that they can only have one belt and all this other stuff, regardless of if you think it's a good idea or not? Who is TKO to put that in legislation to try to tell them what to do? Some people that just came into boxing. And so now what's happening is when it goes to the Senate and they're like, oh, well, this needs to come out of here. And then TKO is like, okay, yeah, we'll compromise. We'll take that out. When you already knew that shit wasn't going to fly anyway, but you put crazy shit in there so that when you take the most ridiculous things out, it looks like you're making some type of compromise.
Yeah, so it's so heavy and that's a good thing though. We didn't get to it. That means there's a lot of stuff going on in boxing, and we just didn't get to it. We get to it another time. But yeah, I'm rooting for Lamont. I really do want Lamont to win, and him getting another draw or loss will be diabolical. He can't play. Like, he has to be on point tomorrow because you're probably going to go to boy card, and they want this. They line this man up for a championship, so you gotta and I think Lamont got all the skill. I think he's way more skilled than Williams Zepeda, but we're gonna see if it's a style make fight situation. So it is what it is.
I agree with you. I got Lamont Roach. I agree with her that it's gonna come down to the footwork and everything, how she broke it down. But I also I say the counters. I think in the Pitbull fight, what made it a draw was from round I think it was 8 through 12. I gotta go back and watch that fight. But, Lamont Roach started countering, and that's what he did with Hector. In the last rounds, a lot of people said that rabbit shot, that rabbit punch was what which they deemed illegal, was what got him that fight with Hector, or that win with, I mean, not fight, but that win with Hector. But I also want to make everybody tune in to Williams Zepeda versus what's my male model name, Cabrera. He look like every time I see Cabrera, look like he should not be fighting. Like he should be on like GQ or something.
He's
But
definitely a model type.
It doesn't. He looks just like a model, but
yeah, he does.
That's what I would say. Like, tune into that fight. Like, watch that fight because I think people will be surprised what kept Pitbull on his toes with Cabrera was his elusiveness and how Pitbull was able to capitalize off of Cabrera. Well, no, excuse me. Williams Zepeda was able to capitalize off of Cabrera was his relentless pressure and how he was throwing a lot of over shots and everything. So I think this is a very interesting fight. It's a very good fight, low key. I'm very interested into seeing this fight, how they're gonna go. I think after the third or fourth round, we're really gonna see the separation. And I think it's only going to be a matter of time to when Lamont Roach really starts timing Williams Zepeda in his 1,400 shots per round. And he's going to get tired. Another fight to look at is William Zepeda, both fights with him against Tevin Farmer. I think that's really the exclamation point. And I think that's what Lamont Roach is counting on. Now, the question is, will Lamont Roach listen to his corner? I don't know. Because his father was giving him some really good pointers in the pit bull fight. And for some reason, it didn't really quite capitalize like that until the very later rounds when I saw Lamont Roach really timing him. But that lets me know that Lamont Roach really doesn't do good with rushing. But maybe that could change. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a lot when someone is coming with relentless pressure, with power, with pop, and front foot dominant. You know what I'm saying? And he got to fight on the back foot and think fast. That could maybe throw him off. But I think Lamont got it in the bag tomorrow. So I'm gonna go with Lamont Roach. I also agree with Murataya. I think he's gonna do good. And I can't wait for tomorrow. Like that's how I'm feeling right now. Now, I wouldn't be surprised at an upset or a draw. But I think, like Jupe said, that would be absolutely diabolical. Like, bro, if you get another draw, nobody is gonna be checking for. They're gonna be looking at you like, what are you doing? So the pressure, technically, in my opinion, is on Lamont Roach in a situation rather than a William Zepeda. You know what I'm saying? Because what are you going to do? And I wouldn't be surprised if this sets up the a future fight with other contenders, including like a Shakur Stevenson or others. So I'm very excited. I'm rooting for Lamont Roach because I know how much he needs this. And I think Lamont Roach is actually a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's a very solid fighter. I'm just curious to see what he's going to do with another front foot, throw haymakers, you know what I'm saying? Head, going for the head. Like, I really got to see that, how he's going to really slow him down. And only the only fighter that I've seen really slow down somebody like that and really make it they fight, and I don't want to be a cliche about it, at 135 is Tank Davis. Like, and Shakur, I can't lie. Well, Shakur, that was at 130. It was really Tank, like, that I've seen really just work a front foot dominant. I'm finna throw all of this at you and let me see what you do with it and slow it down and make it and turn it over to make it they fight is Tank. Now, I'm going to go back and watch some other fights at 135 because I'm sure it's other fighters, but I got to see how Lamont Roach handled this one. What were you going to say, 2 cents?
Oh, nothing. I mean, I've been saying it for a long time. I can't picture the fight in my head. I think it's a good style matchup because Zepeda's volume could make Roach hesitant, and he don't throw enough punches, and he losing by decision. Or Roach got some pop and some power, and he can punch in between Zepeda's shots and kind of make him think before throwing all those punches. And so some people say Roach got power and he gonna stop Zepeda. We seen Tevin Farmer put Zepeda down, so does that kind of question his chin? Was it a flash knockdown or shot he didn't see coming, or can Zepeda really be put down?
I think that
Roach is the better fighter. I do think Roach is the better fighter, though.
I think so too. I think when it came to the situation with Farmer, I do think that could be considered a flash knockdown. However, I have seen Zepeda go down. I can't remember this man's name. I got to find the fight. I've seen this is like again like years ago. I've seen Zepeda go down in a fight, and like that don't mean nothing because he ain't been knocked down. Like he ain't knocked down every other fight, so it don't matter. But Key is so right, and I think I brought this up earlier on Cam's show. Like Zepeda probably is the most outside of Benavidez, like anybody above 135. He's the most like volume puncher, right? And volume punchers tend to give like this wreck hell. They didn't even gotta be a skill because it's just you gotta deal with that volume. And the only person who I saw deal with someone who throws punches at that volume and break them down, and it was I'm not trying to be like I think, oh yeah, Tank fan. No, it was Tank because Leo Santa Cruz, like he has the record for the most punches thrown and landed in a fight. Like he just does. Like him and there's another Mexican fighter. I can't remember, but like he would throw thousands of punches. It's crazy. And so you have to be. It's just hard to look good against that. If you're trying to win round per round, it's hard to do. And even then, when Tank stopped him, he was still up on the card. So that's not easy to do. So I think that there's some things that Roach can do, but my concern is that he's not as fleet of foot as Tank is, so far as movement and agility. I think he's really skilled, right? It's just a matter of, does he want to back up, use lateral movement to get out of the way? Because you cannot allow William Zepeda. I don't care if they pity pat punches, they're scoring. You can't allow him to just keep landing all these shots without missing, wearing him down, going to the body. I think there's a path to victory. He just got to be smart about it, and we're going to find out tomorrow.
All right, Jupe. All right, ladies. Thank you for joining me tonight for another night of Ladies' Night. I hope everybody enjoyed the show.
Hold on, 2 cents. Hold on. And Jupe chickened out on me, period. Because now 2 cents, I know that you can't say too much, but Jupe, your ass could have listed 147, 154, 160 of the cutest guys. You feel me? But it's okay though. Because when I come back next week, you better have that goddamn list ready. Period.
I gotta have the cutest guys.
You better have a cute ass list ready.
I'm gonna do y'all one better. I'm gonna put a little picture thing together so we can make up.
Exactly. We finna rate them because we cannot continue to go on like this.
The fellas can help us rate them next week. The fellas can help us rate them next Friday too.
Man, we finna rate these dudes, bro. It's over with. The ladies' night for real. You wanna rate Deontay Wilder ass? You feel me? And I want to rate Boo Boo Andre.
I think he's a handsome man, but I don't want people to ever.
You so damn PG-13. We ain't got time for Disney. You better have that damn list ready. You better have that damn list ready.
Oh,
okay. Period. And if you don't talk to me for 3 days. Don't talk to me for 3 days.
You're about to give me an ultimatum.
Yes, don't talk to me for 3 days. We finna rate these dudes because it's over and done with, bro. I want that damn list.
I also wanted to do a best dress.
Well, we ain't doing that bedazzle stuff. All this bedazzle with all these rhinestones and stuff, we ain't doing that one.
I promise you, I really I don't consider people's looks when I'm talking about boxing. Seriously, so I try my best.
I don't either, but you know what, Jupe? When I see the press conferences and I see their chest and everything, I can't help. I can't help it. And I am single, okay? So I'm rating everything.
You say I'm free? I'm single, ready to mingle. I'm rating
exactly. I'm rating everything. Hey, Dondrick. Hey,
all right, y'all. Make sure y'all come through next Friday for Shakur night. We're gonna pull off the wine and the hookahs. We're gonna get the rate check on. But shout out to Jupe. Shout out to Key for joining me for Ladies' Night. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody that was hanging out with me over on Kick. You see it pinned to the chat. If you're not, make sure you go follow me on Kick. We're gonna start to do some streaming and see how that go. I had the idea a while ago, but I had to think of a different way to do it because what I thought I could do, I wasn't gonna be able to do. But with the meta glasses and all that, but I did some research and I kind of found a different way to do it. But thank y'all for joining me tonight. We covered a lot of stuff. It was so much stuff we did not get to because of all the crazy things that's going on in boxing right now. Unfortunately, Devin, Keyshawn, another disappointment to the fans. Another fight we wanted to see Devin in that he's not going to be able to be in. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I'm just saying that this is the third fight this year that we wanted to see Devin fight, and he's not fighting. We want to see Keyshawn fight, and he's not fighting. These guys have a perpetual habit of over-promising and under-delivering. It's like the thing for them. I don't know when people are just going to acknowledge it, but it is what it is. We're gonna see what's next for both of them. maybe Keyshawn to go fight Brian Norman, and maybe Devin to go fight Liam Perro or somebody we don't really, and nobody he been talking about this whole time. We don't know. We shall see. But listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, cussing you out, timing you out the chat, muting you when you're trying to talk, leaving you in the background, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
On my way to Vegas. September 13, okay? We going to take it. Yeah, no silver spoons. No silver spoons. 3-time undisputed champion on the way. You don't get no better than that. Let's go make history.
I'm busy, motherfucker. I'm busy.
Payday, payday. You want payday? I know that. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
What's up with that rematch?
Kevin, send me that shit.
It's his phone. That's hard.
You know, it's crazy because where I'm from, they say BTA, belt the ass, but I tell them I'm the buckle. It hurt more.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, you good pretty much in anything you do. I will give you that.
But if I got
you
some-
will cheat. You will cheat.
Hey,
you
look,
will
hey,
cheat.
like you said, I'm cheating
I
for
ain't
no
gonna
reason.
You will cheat. If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So, do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion, you know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I'm gonna always tell Tank, do what the fuck you wanna do.
You know, it's crazy because where I'm from, they say BTA, belt the ass. But I tell them I'm the buckle. It hurt more.
He said in that fight.
Big right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit.
Another one of Boots.
Regular.
He's back.
Regular.
Boots is holding. Boots is holding.
Regular.
Boots is holding, ladies and gentlemen. He's regular.
Fighter. Regular fucking fighter.
Hold on. Let's see.
Regular fucking fighter. 23-year-old fucking kid.
Wow, what a round.
Regular fucking
What a
fighter.
round.
Regular fighter.
What a
round. Say something, bitches. Regular fighter. Regular fucking fighter.
All them missing.
It don't matter what he do. It don't matter what he do. I don't care what he do. A regular fighter. This is a war. This is a great fucking fight.
Oh, man, niggas fight. This is a great fight then. This is a great fight. This is the fight of the year. This is the fight of the year. This is the fight of the year.
He never been here before. Boots never been hurt. Y'all never seen.
Well, we about to figure it out.
You never
Let's
seen
fight
this
round 3.
What?